Let it snow. Let it snow.
So what are you doing with Damo's thing?
The people will book. They just can't change the champions. Dominic, thank you for subscribing.
Wait a minute. If the people are booking, aren't they going to vote for themselves since they booked it?
It's genius.
It's an interesting point.
That's bullshit.
It's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah.
He will most likely definitely lose the in-game rating.
Yeah, the in-game rating would suck, but they might vote for themselves because they're marked for themselves.
That's true.
They think that they got it over. Thank you for subscribing with Prime, Matthew. Any one of you can subscribe with Prime for free if you have Amazon Prime. ACN20, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Any one of you can subscribe for free with Amazon Prime.
Chat, is Brennan quiet to you?
No way.
He seems quiet to me.
It's going to be happening.
Chat, am I quiet to you?
Am I quiet to you?
Do I sound quiet to you?
Type C or type Q for quiet.
Wait, hold on. You think quiet starts with a C?
I fixed myself.
You big dumb idiot.
Moron.
You're gonna leave it.
You are stupid.
This can't be happening.
Is that Austin? Austin. Who's watching shit?
What about now? Am I louder? Yeah, that looks like I'm louder.
That's better, thank you. Alright, let's get the show on the road.
Alright.
Oh, now they're saying you're too loud. I think you're perfect.
That's what Manny asked for.
I think you're perfect. Are we on a hype train? Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Oh, get our hype train going! Job Van Dam, thank you for the subscription!
You're probably blasting their ears right now.
Job Van Dam! The whole episode!
Yeah, that's loud for me too. Go back down. Back to quiet, please.
No. I won't.
They're gonna leave because it hurts their ears.
And Jumpinator.
That's Dijak's new theme song. From now on, you guys gotta call Dijak. You gotta call Dijak Job Van Dam.
It's not nice.
That's not nice. I'm going to tell Sean.
What's Sean gonna do? Have you lose to someone else? Like what?
I'll show them.
Steam Origins. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the subscription. Guys, this is your last chance to subscribe for 25% off for the month of December because this is our last stream for the month of December. So if you subscribe now, then you'll save money on being a subscriber next month.
And
Can
you
you
guys are
settle an
actually want
argument
us
for
to
me?
go.
What's more embarrassing
You
to
guys
do
are
in a
actually going to
promo,
want to
calling
subscribe
someone
right
the
now.
crown marks, or calling your
Because
opponent by their shoot name?
subscribers actually will get to book a show. This is huge.
Mansoor, we just got a $5 donation from Anonymous. Thank you for subscribing as Playo.
The hacker?
Anonymous, the hacker known as Anonymous, says, "Can you settle an argument for me? What is more embarrassing to do in a promo? Calling someone or the crowd marks, or calling your opponent by their shoot name?"
Wait, say it again.
So he's asking, what's more embarrassing in a promo? If you call somebody a mark, or the crowd marks, or if you call your opponent by their shoot name. Thank you for subscribing, Madam Mazzaroni.
What's more embarrassing? Oh, okay. So, like, say
What's
hypothetically,
lamer?
I'm
What is lamer?
lamer
Yeah.
or more hurtful.
Shoot name is lamer. I would say calling
Shoot name's
somebody by
pretty
their
lame.
because
John,
that's
thank you for the bits.
that's
I don't know,
very easily accessible information. You can literally just Wikipedia, Google it, and it's right there. It's not,
It always kind of hits though, especially if it's like a
Thank you for subscribing.
like if someone was in the ring and they just started, like, we're on national TV and it's live and they start shooting on me like off the cuff and they go, "Chris," I'd be so angry.
Smiley
They call me
Caviar, thank you for subscribing.
Call me a mark, like, okay, fine, I can go ooh and like be, oh, everyone knows what mark means. Oh my god! But if they're like Chris, I'm frazzled and I need to compose myself for a minute.
You're pro Hickenbottom. We're gonna take the Alamo, Hickenbottom.
Dude, there's a lot of guys who would be fucking hot if you used their real name, and I'm one of them. I would be so angry if someone called me Chris.
Your work name is
All
your real name.
If someone called me Chris on a live microphone, we hadn't discussed it. If we had discussed it beforehand, I would have just said no. I'd say absolutely not. That's probably like top 3. I'd rather you call me every name in the book than Chris.
The N-word?
But if they just start shooting at me and call me Chris,
with one demographic.
I would come back to them like 8 times harder. I'd be like, yeah,
8 times harder than the N-word?
No.
Chat, can we get this hype train to level 5? Can we do it?
Dijak, Bacon Incident is asking, would you rather be called T-Bar or Chris?
T-Bar is fine. I told Braun to bring up Retribution T-Bar in an NXT promo. So anyone who follows my Twitter knows that I pretend like I'm angry about it. I pretend like I'm angry about it, but I push that more than anything because I think it's funny. I bring it up more than anybody else. It's like the old, like, don't call me T-Bar, don't bring up Retribution, that everybody does. It's funny.
Yeah.
What's that called? Irony or something?
Ironing.
Reverse psychology.
Reverse psychology, that's probably right.
But you hate reverse psychology in the ring.
Is there such a thing as reverse psychology in the ring?
What would you think? What would you think in-ring reverse psychology is?
I don't know. That's a great question. What would it be like?
Reverse psychology is when you try to make somebody do say something.
It's
reverse psychology.
Like if I threw a forearm and like missed wildly and then obnoxiously slapped my leg like as loud as I could to get the crowd to feel like I was an asshole.
Reverse psychology is when you start the match by hitting your finish. They kick out. You go into falsies, and then you go into a double down, and then you work heat. You do a comeback, you go into heat, and then you do chain. And then you end the match with a lockup.
I want someone to go back and watch my it might be my last match ever
would have made a good maximum
in Ring of
model.
Honor. It's definitely one of my last matches ever in Ring of Honor, but it might be the actual last match. It might be my last TV match. It's my last TV match in Ring of Honor, and it was in Pittsburgh against Marty Scurll, and he was the ROH TV champion. And no shit whatsoever, that match that Mansoor just described is exactly what we did. Exactly what we did. The bell rang, and I think I ducked one and hit my finisher 1-2. He kicked out, rolled the outside. I hit a dive, threw him in the ring, hit my finisher again 1-2. He kicked out. I did like some flips, some moonsault, and then he like grabbed the wrist thing and broke my fingers and started working my arm. Not like
Manny's stepladder donated $5. Says, I think Dijak would have made a great maximum male model. T-Bois.
Yes. The joke that was made endlessly for 6 minutes after they debuted.
That J guy, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Any one of you can subscribe with Prime for free if you have Amazon.
You want to know? You want to know one of the worst things
What?
about being in WWE?
What?
And people probably kind of
tell us, guy in WWE.
this applies to you too. I would guess, or as we've kind of discussed.
CJC, thank you
I
for subscribing.
remember,
We're very close to a hype train level.
It's Jay Bodie, and it was a gift.
Oh, thank you, Jay
and
Bodie, for gifting a subscription.
I think this kind of secretly happens to everyone, maybe not so secretly, but like one of the worst feelings in the world is like I'll tell you exactly what happened. I'm sitting on my bed, and this is right in the middle of like I'm like quasi crappy T-bar retribution, always on main event, can't get on TV to save my life, like that stuff, right? And I'm sitting down watching SmackDown like I always do, and I've been talking to you guys all day. You've been telling me about this wonderful thing that Vince has going for you, and like part of me is like I can't tell if they're joking with me or not. I can't because we rib each other so much, and you would often just feed me bullshit, and it wouldn't come true.
I
So
would
like in
tell
my
you,
mind,
hey,
like,
Vince called us in for a meeting and says that he wants us to be male models, and you'd be like, oh,
right,
no.
exactly. And the whole day you're like, they cleared out the arena and we ran through this run. And in the back of my head, I'm like, I can't tell if they're bullshitting me or not. And I remember sitting down to watch SmackDown, and your segment comes on, and it's this huge production. It's like maximum male models and LA Knights in the ring, and they're putting the whole thing over. It's this huge show. And I remember sitting there, and my brain is divided into two segments. And it's like the one part of it is like so happy because you guys are my friends, and I want you to be successful, and I want you to have the world, and I want you to be huge stars and make $1 million. And then the other half of your brain that you just can't get to shut the fuck up is like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, how, what, like, what did they do that I didn't do that is getting them this huge?
It should have been me. Moonsault Collective, thank you for the raid.
I think
we're
the
gonna
actual answer.
It's such a poisoned brain mentality that you just can't get rid of. Like, you can't fucking do it. And I know that that's like a sick, like twisted thing, and I think everyone's like that.
It makes you evil.
It really does. It really does. That's not me. I'm not that way. I genuinely want you guys. I do everything in my power to make sure that you guys succeed in every capacity. And my brain is like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, shut up. What's wrong with you?
That's why you're
Anyway,
gonna be a top guy.
maybe it's just me and I just outed myself.
I also hate everybody and want them all to fail. But also,
all right, good to know.
I'm saying that's what's gonna make you a top guy.
Yeah, that's the difference between us and you is that you have that hate in your heart.
I don't feel that way. I don't really. I only feel jealousy about people who suck and get pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when I see somebody that I really like getting a push, I'm happy for them. And but when I see people that I'm like, that guy fucking sucks. Like, why is that happening? Then I do feel that way.
I can't, like even people who are like,
but you're very good. You're but Dijak, like
but everybody sucks compared to Dijak, so that's how we
But
feel.
I was about to say you're much better than us.
If I'm being honest with myself, there are plenty of guys who are the best wrestlers in the world, and I watch them wrestle, and there's part of my brain that's like, why the fuck they don't do this, and it's like, shut up, dude, you're wrong. You're like, your brain is making shit up.
I don't think so, Dijak. I don't think so, Chris. I think that if you, I honestly believe that, and this is gonna sound like such a smart mark thing to say, but I honestly believe that if you weren't in WWE, you would be in conversation for best wrestler in the world. You're just not in a position where you can have great matches there.
Eddie Thorpe donated $2.
Eddie Thorpe. Oh.
My ribs, he says.
My ribs. I genuinely believe that if you were in a position where you're in a company that has like puts you in a position where you can have a great 15, 20-minute match on TV, then you would be in that conversation. But you're just limited.
Also, if you had a fake belt, then everybody would think you're awesome too.
You'll maybe be on a takeover to drag somebody to a 5-star match.
We all know that being a great wrestler doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
It
but
doesn't mean anything, but the more you're featured
success,
as a great, if you're featured as a great wrestler, then everybody just believes it.
I think that if you have back-to-back lauded, critically acclaimed matches, it actually will help you get over. But if you have a critically acclaimed match like once every 3 months,
I don't think that's true. I think it's true. I think it's true if you win them.
I think Kenny Omega and Okada probably are $1 million richer because they had a 6-star match. I genuinely believe that.
But do you think that's because they had a 6-star match, or that because somebody said it was a 6-star match?
No, because it was somebody said it was a 6-star match.
I'm willing to bet
that's
that
what I'm saying.
Nobody in this audience actually watched all of them.
I'm sure there are people in this chat who watched that whole match. It's not
and he's
so
a
far-fetched.
virgin.
Or she or they are a virgin.
No, okay? I know who it is. I know which one of you it is. Thank you for subscribing, Expired.
CM Origins, thanks for the gifted subscription. I guess what I mean to say is like the conversation about people. Okay, so what? What did you say? Whoa to?
You said well. You said whoa.
My service is off.
Huh? Yeah. Would Dijak, you in a hotel or something? Or are you on Wi-Fi?
You jacking it, Dijak? You Dijacking it?
No, he's gone.
He's gone.
No, sugar. I'm not saying that if you get stars, it makes you richer. I'm saying that if you can have, so there's different ways to get momentum in wrestling. I genuinely believe that if you have a succession, a sequence of great segments, whether they're great promos or great matches, if you can have back-to-back great segments, that is what creates momentum. It's just like in TEW. That's how you get momentum in TEW. If you have a great match over and over, or a great angle or promo over and over and over, then you're gonna get okay. So Mansoor made millions off those Saudi matches. Yeah, and those were not 5 stars.
Yeah.
I did make a lot of money off of those, but not millions. If you're put in a position, is that Dijak? Is he gone?
He's coming back. I think he said that his reception sucks and he's probably getting on Wi-Fi. Thank you for subscribing, R. Turner.
Okay, from a booker's perspective, right? And I actually do study this in a way. Let's take a look at how you present a star, okay? So let's look at Kenny Omega in AEW, right? Arguably when that company started, he was the #1 star. As far as who was coming in, the company was named after the group that he's the leader of, right?
Yeah.
So when Kenny's there, outside of a few notable exceptions, he wasn't wrestling matches shorter than like 8 minutes.
60 minutes.
Right, because when you have a star on screen, unless he's wrestling somebody far below him on the card, when you have a star in a match, it has to be a great match, especially with that kind of product. Whereas in WWE, you're going to have 1-segment matches, and it's not going to make sense that you beat somebody in 4 minutes. The power levels are all fucked up, but that's just the way that the company works in terms of the show format. Sorry?
I said not so much anymore.
Yeah, with Triple H, it's different. That's true. But like, for example, okay, here's what I think about. Chad Gable has a series with Gunther where they go 3-4 segments on free TV. And it's these hard-hitting back-and-forth matches. And then the first thing Gable does after that program is he loses to Jonah in 1 seg. And to me, that's just indicative of like the weird shifting power levels that happen, especially on WWE. Whereas, and sometimes to a detriment in other companies, it'll be like, okay, here's a low card guy and a main eventer, and they're gonna have an 18-minute match, even though it doesn't really make sense. So there's two sides to that coin.
I think that's indicative of how wrestling doesn't actually matter. I think people pretend it matters, and for like 1 week, everyone's like, "Oh my God, Chad Gable is the greatest wrestler in the world."
Okay, all right, great example. It just happened.
I think Chad Gable is the greatest wrestler in the world, just for the record. But I also think it doesn't fucking matter because he gets one seg and then he disappears and now he's doing comedy stuff backstage and everyone's like, I don't remember.
The only thing that matters is being consistently featured as a big top guy star. That's like
so let's look at the most recent example. We just saw AEW's world champion. This is not a smart mark fucking podcast. I'm not trying to like talk about booking or anything. But
we're about to talk about booking for about 3 hours.
When you see the world champion of a company lose in 2 minutes, right? To guys that you don't know who they are.
Right.
I should stop talking.
You trying to blow my signing?
Can we just play this game? All right. Can we just play this game?
And to your point, you started all of this. You started all of this with like Kenny's 6-star matches.
Yeah.
Like I like those matches, but
of course,
if those were to happen now, after Big Dave has completely blown out the scale, and nobody it's lost its, everybody, like a 5-star match used to mean something, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It used to really mean something. It used to be something that only Johnny Ace could get. But now, like, the way people view a 5-star match is they're like, oh, was it on AEW? And was it like just a regular match? Like, if Dave had blown out the scale 5 years before giving Kenny that 6-star match, does he have the same hype? I don't know.
No. Like the hype was built because they broke the scale. Like that's what created the buzz, and that's what arguably.
But it wasn't the match. That could have been any match.
No, it couldn't have been any match. It had to have been a very long.
It could have been any good match.
No, I disagree with you there because it had to be a very long, because it had to do something more than any other match, any other high profile matches.
He had other long matches with Okada.
No, that was like the first. I think the
first one was not 6 stars. The first one was not 6 stars.
Was it the first one 6? I'm pretty sure the first one was 6 stars.
The first one was definitely not 6 stars. The 6-star one was the one where I was like, oh, did he just jump?
That was the hour-long one? Really? The hour-long one was.
Chat, look it up.
Oh my God.
Chat, look it up.
I don't know how people watch matches longer than like 30 minutes. It's so tedious. I really
30 to me, I do feel like 30 minutes is the 3 hours. If wrestling is a movie, a 30-minute match is a 3-hour movie.
And I've watched a handful of them, and they're tremendous, like, efforts and matches, and usually like some of the greatest wrestlers in the world who do some of the greatest stuff. But like the first 15 or 20 minutes of those matches is such a waste of fucking time. Yeah. It is literally just like, here's 15 minutes of stuff before we get to the meat and potatoes of this match, just so we can say that it was a 45-minute match. It's like,
it's a 3-hour movie where nothing interesting can happen in the first hour of the movie.
Well, ideally, right? Okay, ideally, there are things you do in the beginning of the match that play into the latter half, right? You'll work a limb.
Sinister, thank you for subscribing.
Or you'll do a
spot. Only do that for so long, though. Like if the match is 45 minutes, by definition, the first 15 minutes of it is going to overstay its welcome. It has to, because it's going to be a 15-minute shine, which is just building these stories, and it's just so. And then you get 30 minutes of false finishes, and it's like, oh my God, how many things can you possibly kick out of before I start becoming completely disinterested in what these are supposedly doing, which is supposed to be making me think that they're the finish.
I love time limits. Like, I think we should bring back time limits.
I like time limits a lot.
I wish. Oh my God.
And it would make sense, right? Because like I always, even as a kid, I was like, what happens if one match decides to just go the entire show? What the fuck?
Yeah,
like from a kayfabe perspective, right? If like two guys who are gonna have a short match just decide, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna have an hour-long banger. Like, who's gonna come out? Stop the match! Actually, Vince has done that before.
Somebody in the chat said, "What about Iron Man matches?" Though I love Iron Man matches because that's the point. The Iron Survivor challenge was one of the most fun times I've ever
hearing
had.
the head chill. Head chill.
No, he's in himself chill. He's in himself chill.
It is a
This is Dijak right now. Hold on.
Fucking
We all
hell.
did it together, but like the idea of having, all right, the idea of having, here's how much time this match has to be. Now it all makes sense. Now we have to make it make sense, and that's the beauty of it. To just say like, oh, this match could be 3 seconds. Just kidding. It's 48 minutes. It's like, oh my god, like. Like you tell me it just so happened to not end for 48 minutes. I'm just supposed to be like, yes, amazing. I believe this. Oh my god. Like it's never, that would never happen. If this fake nonsense was real, then that would never happen.
Actually, I want to ask the chat something, because something that I always felt was kind of off about wrestling critique, and especially when you compare it to really any other art form, is it really feels like there are no bad long matches, right? The longer your match goes, the more spots it has, the more false finishes it has, typically the better it is. I mean, that logic is even applied to the fucking video game. I remember playing 2K, and if you wanted to get a 5-star match, you had to do different moves.
Yeah.
It had to go long.
You guys have probably heard me say this in the chat recently. There's two things in modern day wrestling that you have to have if you want to have a good match, and it's time and stakes. That's it. Time and stakes. If you have time, then you can just do a bunch of false finishes and the crowd will start chanting, this is awesome. And it doesn't matter how good the work is. They just want to see a bunch of shit, and they get it because you have time. If you have stakes, like a title or a feud, or there's some blood, or it's a specialty match, or whatever the stakes are, main event of the show, whatever. As long as there's something to sink your teeth into, here's the reason why this matters. Now you have the formula for people to love your match. That's it.
Okay,
you
chat,
really don't have to be good at wrestling.
Chat, can you find? I want you guys to name long matches, like over 20 minutes, that are considered bad. And you can't. It can't be a Triple H match. Okay, that's the challenge. It has to be. It has to be a 20-minute long match that
Triple
everybody
H is
hates.
one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. I don't care what anyone
I
says.
think he's great, but there are some matches
sure,
where
I
it's
know.
such
I
a
think
slog. Come on, and look, I consider Shawn Michaels to be the greatest wrestler of all time, but I can't stand their Hell in a Cell match. I thought that was
Which
a slog.
one?
Was that at SummerSlam or 2004?
Oh, was that the one where Shawn was in the brown tights or whatever?
No, that was Elimination Chamber.
Oh, that was
They're saying Edge Orton like in unison.
Oh, that doesn't count. There's no crowd. I mean, that was a fucking. That was basically.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
That was like Peter Griffin versus the Chicken. It was a backstage fight.
When you said that, that was the first match that came to my mind too. But I was like, in my head, I was like, I don't hate that because it was a match. I hate that because it was COVID and it was silent and it was awful. Like everything about that era was it just eats at you.
Okay, McLovin, did you not like MJF Jay White because you didn't like the match, or did you not like it because of the booking? Because there was a difference, right? Because like that Dijak was talking about,
Of course there's a difference.
The work, we can only do so much as wrestlers to make the match good, but at the end of the day, everything around it is out of our control, right? So you can work a great match.
You know what's crazy is
what?
Around this time of the year, the match of the year stuff always comes up like incessantly. Like this match. Here's the top ranked matches of whatever. I haven't seen one person. I haven't seen one person put on any list of match of the year Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn, which when I was watching it is maybe the greatest match I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wow.
In terms of just presentation
emotional,
and
like investment
and emotional investment, everything. But people hate that fucking match because of the
finish. Yeah.
And they almost just forget that everything happened and just throw it out the window because they were so angry about the finish that they're like, "Fuck this match, bullshit." And
well,
it's insane.
You could say the same for Cody and Roman too, right? Like
exactly. That at least made some lists and stuff. That I think .com maybe made that their match of the year. Just I don't know if that's.
I don't think that matters really.
But like
that's like Dijak calling the Iron Survivor Challenge the greatest stipulation of all time.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, but well, okay. To be fair, it's like watching a really great movie. Like imagine, okay, what's a good example? What's a classic movie? All right, so let's say you're watching A New Hope, right? And
Okay.
they're flying to the Death Star, and Obi-Wan says, "Luke, use the Force," and Luke goes, "Okay," and he shoots, and it misses, and then they blow him out of the fucking sky, and that's how the movie ends. Like the movie would be considered much worse, right? If Luke just lost, the Empire won, and that was it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say
Yeah.
everything before that doesn't really matter if you look at just a complete shit show of nothing? What? Did we lose him? I think we lost him.
Did I just freeze? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back now. You're back now.
What was the finish to that match? I don't even remember.
The finish of that match was Luke shoots the proton into Death Star.
No, not A New Hope to Roman and Sammy.
Okay, I remember this because I was there live with Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy.
What? You were there?
So I was there. We were there live, and I
So
went
you
out.
did like watch along or whatever.
No. I was there at Mania with Brennan, and we went out the curtain to
No,
watch
not Mania. The Canada one, Roman and Sammy.
Oh, the finish was God, it must have been interference.
It would have. I mean, it's always interference, but like
I was gonna say the Mania one because the Mania one kind of irked me because it was like very kind of it kind of felt uninspired, right?
It was just like Solo, like thumb, right? Yeah.
Right, but like that worked for the Drew match because it was Solo's debut, so that was the first time we were seeing that.
It was awesome, yeah.
We had already seen them interfere in a million matches before that, so for that to just happen again for WrestleMania, I don't know, that felt off. I would have rather fucking Heyman come in with brass knuckles and punch it, just something different. I don't know.
Yeah,
that one was memorable simply because everyone thought Cody was actually going to win, which is
we all thought. I remember even talking to Brennan during that match, and I said Cody has to win this, right? And Brennan was like, "I don't think so," and I was like, "No, come on, surely not."
I was so right.
That's because you're like a pessimist to the core. Like you will always believe the bad guys will win. Could you imagine like 80,000 people in that arena just like going home that night just
happy? It's gotta be a really depressing feeling, especially if you spend like a fortune of money on tickets. I mean, to be fair, they saw a great show. That's one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time.
They should do it again. They should do it at least 3 more times.
I guess the argument is like if you go to the Super Bowl and your team loses, right? It's like too bad. You still bought tickets to watch the game. But that's not what we do. We tell stories. Like we have the option to send 80,000 people happy in a great moment, and we didn't do it. I don't know. I don't know. I personally, I don't care for long reigns anymore. I don't care. I think that we're so obsessed with long reigns. I think at like a year, that's the longest you can go with it meaning something, right?
No,
like unless
I disagree. No? I feel like the longer you push the bit, the even better. I think if they do Cody and Roman again, and Roman wins, everybody's gonna lose their minds. It's gonna be insane.
That would kill Cody. That would be okay.
Yeah, it would be at the price of Cody, but it would go nuts.
As long as it has a payoff, I think it's
one day
fine because
the payoff is Roman retires and he vacates the belt. That's the fucking payoff.
No, as long he can't retire. As long as somebody gets him. What did you say,
Dijak? What did you say?
Oh, I said sometimes historically in WWF and E in the past, sometimes you're just like there's like a build and you're waiting and you're like, oh, what's the payoff gonna be? And there's just never a payoff. It just ends and you're just like, wow.
Yeah, no. As long as there's a payoff, even if it's like at this point, like Roman can't lose at WrestleMania, or unless it's at WrestleMania, I don't even disagree. Like if Roman won next WrestleMania, and then like he just has like some nothing match on SmackDown against anybody. And
Grayson Waller.
Won. Yeah, Grayson Waller. If Grayson Waller won,
that'd be awesome.
Shane's just like throwing.
My neck. Shane hates all Australians.
Find Roman, just subscribe. We'll find him.
We'll find him.
Ook's getting over it. I saw they put out a poll of the best chant, which might as well have been the best one syllable word. Because it was a contest between
versus
Yeet versus oh. And I just looked at it and I was like, oh my brother, Ook is going to be so over by next year. Above average David. Thank you for subscribing.
And the chat's going crazy with Ooks right now.
They're ooking out. Well, I want everybody to go to that poll and then vote for Ook. And then let
Wembley
them be
TV,
confused.
thanks for subscribing. Question: if you could join any ECW faction, what would it be and why would it be FBI?
Do any of us... Dijak qualifies, right? Technically. Even though he's some
you
weird
Italian?
Eastern
Yeah, you're
European.
Italian. I would join the Diamonds in the Rough with Simon Diamond.
Wow.
And I would be Big Ass Dudley.
That's actually kind of based.
Yeah, it's pretty
Kinda
based.
cool.
I don't think I can name 3 ECW factions.
All right, Blue World Order, FBI, the Sinister.
Name an ECW faction that didn't transfer over to WWE.
The 3 Thrill Seeker? No, what the fuck are they called? License to Thrill?
License
I've heard
to
of
Thrill.
Thrill Seekers. Is that Candido and that might just be a tag team though?
I think it's a tag team.
Which Raven was
Triple Threat?
the ECW?
Triple Threat. Triple Threat was not in WWE.
Triple Threat? Who's that?
Yeah. I think Triple Threat was just Incredible, Lance Storm, and chat. Who was the third person?
Was it
Triple
Elix
Threat?
Skipper?
Mike Awesome? I think it was Mike Awesome.
No, wait.
I think it was your ancestor, Dijak, Mike Awesome.
Somebody said Impact Players. That's
Bam Bam. Yeah. Bam Bam. Or was that the Impact player? Who's Triple Threat? Who am I thinking of?
I'm thinking of Triple X.
Triple X.
The
That was in
Baldies.
TNA.
The Baldies.
Baldies.
Oh, Dijak, you could have been that. Oh, Don Marie. Oh, heavens to Betsy. All right, are we going to start this shit or what?
Yeah.
All right.
Fine.
We can talk about whatever you want. I thought Dave Christ was Sami Zayn for a second.
Dave?
Yeah,
Holy
this is Dave.
shit.
Yeah.
When he was
He's got the
Irish
Straight Edge Ledge thing going on. I'm first?
Irish.
Oh, no. Wait, what happened?
What happened?
What the fuck?
Why not?
Oh, I gotta skip to the next show. Okay. I like this loading screen, how it gives you like random people that are like not in the business anymore. Like this was Sexy Eddie's valet, Devin.
Oh.
Devin Dudley. Triple Threat had Douglas, Candido, and Bam Bam. Oh, Jerry Sags, Dijak's.
Did he fire
Didn't I
him?
fire him? Didn't I fire him?
Didn't I fire him? Get out of here.
D'Lo. You're looking at the real deal now. Woo! Somebody should hire D'Lo. Maybe I will.
He was doing something in Vegas, wasn't he? Wasn't he some producer or something?
I thought he worked in TNA, but maybe not anymore.
Yeah, I thought he was like a TNA producer or something.
House show? The fuck? I'm not running house shows. Am I?
Or no? Al.
Not anymore. I'm not wasting people's time with that shit. So I can have my fucking talent all injured?
True.
No, thank you. Although, to be fair, house shows were the funnest thing for us.
Yeah, they're probably the most fun thing. Aside from, like, I don't know, like, being a big star on WrestleMania, but I wouldn't know.
Not true. You were on WrestleMania, unlike me.
I was on 2 WrestleManias.
Unless you can see me on the stage at WrestleMania, whatever the fuck,
That was
after
the
COVID.
second time I was on WrestleMania.
My big appearance.
You were there too.
Yep, we're all there.
It was weird because we were Retribution just broke up. Like maybe the night before.
That's right. Yeah, it was the pay-per-view
so, like,
before.
They didn't tell us what our gimmicks were or what to wear, but they told us to come out in gear.
Yep.
Great times, great times.
And I was like, because did we chokeslam Ali and take off the masks? And then not show it? No.
No.
That didn't happen.
We chokeslammed Ali on the Fast Lane pre-show. That's the pay-per-view right before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Did absolutely nothing on WrestleMania, of course.
Yeah.
And then the Raw after WrestleMania, we closed the show by beating up the world champion or whatever, and then the night after that, we feuded with Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman, and then they unmasked us.
We won. We beat them.
So we were actually a somewhat major storyline going into and coming out of WrestleMania with no actual time on WrestleMania.
Appearance.
Which is a pretty good summary of Retribution as a whole.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who goes first.
Hopefully it's not me. I didn't plan anything.
You guys want to see some news?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Brian Knobbs has agreed to a deal with All Pro Wrestling. So congrats to him for getting a new job after getting fired from WWE.
That's big for him. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Damian Sandow has signed with EWA.
What?
Yeah, Fandango has signed with EWA as well.
That's Johnny Curtis.
Leo
Kruger?
Adam Rose, aka Leo Kruger, EWA is looking like a real treat right now. I might put some stock in EWA. Oh, fucking Armando Alejandro Estrada.
Alejandro Estrada.
What happened to him?
I think he still wrestles.
Does he?
I don't know. I know he was a wrestler. Ironically enough, he actually is Arab.
What?
He was a really talented manager. Like,
I agree.
Great promo.
I agree.
And he just vanished one day.
In a way, he was the Max Dupree of his time.
It's funny that after a year of an Italian playing Muhammad Hassan, we had an Arab play a Cuban managing a Samoan. It's strange. It's strange.
I remember when you could just be any race.
Okay. First up is ECW, which means chat. Damo's pissed drunk in Europe right now, so he fell asleep. And he said that subscribers could book the show.
Subscribers only.
So if you're a subscriber, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 50. And if a subscriber guesses it, I'll let you know, and you can tell me the first segment of the show. The only rule is you can't cause any title changes.
It was a really good idea for super drunk Damo. He must have been doing this his entire life.
Jesus, what?
What? He's, you know.
Fans bring the booking match. They should do that. Like
that was called Taboo Tuesday.
Taboo Tuesday, right? Hey you, devil's little sister. Listening to your twisted transistor. Maybe it shouldn't have been 50. That's a lot of numbers. All right. Darren, you're close. Ooh, what's it gonna be?
Pete Jensen TV. Thank you for subscribing.
If I missed it, let me know.
If you didn't know, this is
Darren,
the last stream that you'll have the discount on subscribing and bits. So
all right,
get
Darren,
them out.
You got it. It was 32. But you don't get to book the first segment. Sorry, you got fucked. What you do get to book is where the show will be. Any country on earth, any city. It can be a fucking high school gym. It can be a broom closet. It can be the Gato Move abandoned laundromat that they wrestle in Taco Pro.
Where's that sex pool in Japan?
Sex pool?
You know, that pool.
Darren picks Albany. Boring.
Ooh, okay. You could have booked anywhere in the world.
You could have done anywhere.
Oh, my hometown.
We could have done our first show in India. We could have done anything. And you pick Albany? All right. All right, Darren. We're going to Albany. That's in the tri-state area.
Try.
Try. Where the fuck is Albany?
New York.
Oh, let me take off the. Yeah, it should be here, right? Albany. Oh, is Albany?
What?
If it's in New York, you need to give us the name of the venue. Darren, try. That is the only time Albany will be featured on this show. No, fair enough. All right, I don't really know which one of these is in Albany. Oh, these are all in New York City. Shit, okay. That's why I said it. It's literally the first one, right at the top. The fuck are you talking about? Oh shit, yeah, there it is.
You idiot.
Okay, well I can't pick a specific
It'll be
arena unless
in
you know the
Albany.
name. It'll just be in Albany, I guess. Yeah, all right. All right, we're going to Albany. I've selected this location. All right, next up, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 30. First person to guess it gets the first segment of the show, but you have to be a subscriber. 1 and 30.
You gotta have a little takoyaki next to your name.
Ooh, I saw a close one. I saw a very close one. Darren, he got it again. 19. Darren.
Wow. Darren's
what
booking
are
the
the
show.
odds? It's just Darren the whole show. All right, Darren, what's the first segment? You psychic freak. You fucking X-Man.
Freak.
All right, let's hear it, Darren. I need it. Is it gonna be a match?
Let's
an
hear it,
angle?
Darren Aronofsky.
Who's involved? Just type out a big long thing, and we'll do our best to make it come to reality. What are your choices? Here's your roster. You can take a look at this, and I think it's funnier if you don't know any of the storylines. You'll just put shit together. You can also change people's gimmicks if you want, Darren.
Yeah, but you just
can
can't
do whatever
change the
the fuck
champions.
Yeah, you can. And if you want to, for people who guess the number, instead of doing a segment, if you want to make like a change to someone's name or gimmick or both,
That's
I will
also
also
an
accept that. Yeah, that's fine, Darren. Just take a look at all these guys and give us your best. Fuck the gimmicks up. Yeah, I think that you guys should do that, and Damo will be pissed. He'll be fucking livid.
Lieutenant Bash.
But I reserve the right to veto anything you guys say.
Big veto.
Harley racist. Harley racist. Now Harley racist. Okay, we're changing. Harley racist is now Harley.
You're supposed
racist.
to change it.
And he's just a fucking road agent, so he's not. I mean, we can make him like a manager and on-screen personality, I guess, if you guys want. If you guys book him. All right, I'll change his gimmick to racist, I guess. I heard you're a racist now, Harley. All right, how the fuck do I do that? Oh, here we go. All right, prepared gimmick change. Racist.
You're racist.
I guess I'll call it a realistic gimmick. I'll call
Political?
it a realistic gimmick. Yeah, all right. Now I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 30. First person to guess it gets to do the next thing.
How'd the first segment go?
They didn't make a segment.
So he decided to, instead of doing a segment, he changed Harley Race's name to Harley Racist.
That's so disrespectful.
ACN 20. I was thinking of 20, so you're next. ACN 20. Here's the roster for you.
Be distracted for a minute. Apparently, the Celtics are in overtime, so I'm going to turn that on against the worst team in the NBA.
Good for you.
Classic.
Oh, good for you.
Good for you.
And how was it? Did you know he's British?
Yeah.
I did. It's always weird to hear him talk. And Hugh Jackman.
Huge jacked man?
Huge Jack man.
Anytime Hugh Jackman busts out the Australian accent, I'm like, whoa.
Good eye, it's me, Hugh Jackman.
Wow. You just became
Way
3
less
points
cool.
less attractive.
All right, ACN20, what are you thinking? ACN20, you already guessed it. It's 20. I told you. He's like guessing 5.
20.
You won. It's over.
Congratulations.
Have the Major Bash gimmick change.
You're washed.
Have the Major Bash gimmick change from Big Show to Edge. No, I can't do that. I veto. I'm sorry. Damo is so proud of the Major Bash gimmick.
Daniel veto it?
I'm vetoing. Yes, I'm withhold. I'm because if Damo comes back and he's pissed, he's gonna fucking whinge about it all fucking week. Well, you made the fans ruin my show, so why should I play? My show's ruined.
You already rigged it against me?
Yeah, he said you can't do a bad Irish accent or you get legitimately canceled.
Apparently. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
What? By whom?
The Irish.
The Irish?
The Irish? Excuse me, I have nothing but support and love for the Irish who are our brothers to Arabs. We're standing in solidarity.
Any Irish person and Arab have ever spoken.
Well, we're brothers, okay?
It's this specific podcast.
Okay,
this is the only time.
You come up with something else. Chris Rock is here. Do something with Chris Rock.
Yeah, do something. Give Chris Rock a segment. Maybe give him a 30-minute match.
Yeah, give him a 30-minute or a 30-minute stand-up special. Whatever you want. I want somebody to just take up the whole show with a 2-hour seg just to fuck everyone else over. Books the whole show to be 1 2-hour Iron Man match. Could I get a 10-minute Brock versus Bill Alfonso match? Bill over. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, man. Damo is not going to be happy about this. All right. Bill Alfonso, I have to ask him if he can... If you would consider
anything like weird, any like screwy finish?
I'm sure I could.
Well, I hope they win the. I hope they win the fan vote because he's gonna get slaughtered in the game.
I can't ask Bill Alfonso to be a wrestler, but here's what I will do. I will have Bill Alfonso beat Brock's ass in an angle. I can't. It won't let me. It literally won't let me. So relax. So I'm gonna have. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. Brock is walking backstage. Bill Alfonso comes up to him.
Count it.
Says, "You want to do it?" And beats his ass.
You want to do it?
All right, so this is a 6-minute segment of Bill Alfonso beating up Brock Lesnar backstage. Thanks, ACN, for this segment.
Honestly, brilliant.
Brilliant.
We'll have this based on let's see.
Over.
Fucking stop.
You got it over.
Got it over.
Let's see. 4 minutes? Oh shit. Fighting? Yeah, I'll do it on fighting. Alright.
Fuck. God damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna say that Brock Lesnar. This is a defeat for Brock Lesnar and a major success for Bill Alfonso. This is huge for him. All right, that segment's booked. I'm thinking of a number between.
Has Bill Alfonso even been on TV yet?
No, wait. He's managing. Who does he manage? He manages RVD. I'll have RVD in the corner, like laughing. All right, cool. RVD's here.
I hope I'm next so I can follow this nonsense up.
All right, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 30. Jack, go.
16.
Ooh, 8.
It was 8.
Yeah!
It was 8. It was sheet 8.
Let's do a Chris Rock match.
Okay.
Against who's the funniest? No, I want to have the best match possible. I want to have a good match.
We are in an alliance, Brennan.
Yeah, we are in an alliance. So let's do Chris Rock versus does he have Eddie?
Yes.
Let's do
Chris
Rock versus Eddie in a two-segger and
Whoa, what'd you call me?
a sand segger
Okay.
and
I
have them
don't
steal
like
the show.
We pause for a second.
What?
I want to dive deep into this.
What is there to dive into?
If Brennan, as a black man, calls Mansoor a SN, does
That's
he
our
get
word.
canceled or is that offensive to him?
No chance. Sophia, thank you for
No
subscribing.
chance, right? Like what? Like he's
No,
allowed to, right? Even though he's not
I
that
think
race at
black
all.
people are just allowed to be racist.
I think so.
I don't think Arabs are allowed to say it just because you put sand before it, to be fair. Like that prefix does not allow us to say it.
So if you use that insult to not insult to insult other Arabs, you still get canceled by
No,
black
you can't
people.
say ma.ce and N-word.
I don't think I can. No, I don't think I can use
You
any. I don't think I can
fair
put.
enough, all right.
I don't think I can put sand before any slur, and it gives me carte blanche to just say any slur.
It should.
You think
Good for
so?
you. Good for
Yeah.
you know
Yeah,
what? I'm happy. I'm happy about these developments. That's
You can't say sandcracker.
I'm sure I could. Nobody cares if I say
Yeah, no
cracker.
one. We
People have to pretend to be mad about cracker.
nobody
Ah.
in the history of the
Nobody's
world
mad
has
about
been mad about cracker.
It's because the N-word has been put over very strong. It's been consistently
They got
pushed.
it over.
They got it over. Cracker has been a lower mid-card slur for the longest time, and nobody takes it seriously. If you put Cracker in the main event of Sluromania, nobody's
Oh
gonna
my-
believe it.
You get laughed out of the arena.
You get laughed out of the arena. You're not gonna sell a single seat.
Joe, I agree with you. Honky is a great term for white people. Honky.
Honky's
Honky.
slightly more offensive, yeah.
I like
You
honky.
call me a honky, it stings for just a bit of a second.
Because it means you're uncool. Like you're just
Yeah.
lame. You're a square.
Really does. It definitely means like you're fucking lame. Like you're the uncoolest fucking race. And I'm like, damn, he's right. Fuck.
Brennan,
Shit.
who's up? Who's up?
Let's put Chris Rock up.
Okay.
Steal the show and have them at the end of the match have them give each other a hug.
Wow.
I've never once told one of my wrestlers to steal the show because I'm just afraid they'll hurt themselves every time.
You're afraid
All right.
how many quads will explode?
All right, big sexy, go out there and steal the show. It's you and Road Warrior Heidenreich.
I don't know if I could do that, Chris.
Chris, I don't think I'm capable of such a thing.
I mean, you look at Sean.
Right.
You could have a great match with anyone.
Eddie and Chris. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Eddie and Chris. Yeah, his name is Chris. I don't know why. Chris Rock. Eddie and Chris hug. All right. All right, chat. I'm thinking of a number, and of course, you guys get one guess, both of you. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 30 for the next step.
21.
No.
That was close though.
36. Wait,
No.
what numbers?
It's 1 and 30. You wasted your guess.
What does
You also
quiet
think
start
quiet. Yeah, you think quiet starts with a C.
with? Dijak wrestled too many matches in the past week.
Well, no, not the past week. I've been off for 2 weeks.
Kayfabe. AZ Paleo, you got it. It was 12. AZ Paleo, you get the next segment or roster change. I might move that Chris Eddie to the main event because that's going to get the best rating, most likely. And we want Damo to do well, or else he's going to whinge? Not minge. Minge is something else. All right,
Bitch.
AZ Paleo, it is up to you. You can get as detailed as you like. By the way, Brock Lesnar is his world champion, so him getting bitched out by Bill Alfonso is very sad. All right. Fucking, of course, the British guy. The UK guy's like, oh, you said minge.
Minge.
That's not a word that the
Daddy.
Queen could say. Brock
Fanny!
RVD match to avenge the Alfonso beatdown. 15 minutes Brock over. Holy shit, this is a pay-per-view level. You guys are giving him a pay-per-view level card. Holy fuck. All right, Brock and RVD. Maybe that should be the main event. Holy shit, we got two big. Oh, you have previously discovered that Brock and RVD have poor chemistry when fighting.
Eimer Neverett, thank you for subscribing.
AZ Playo,
Elmer,
if you want to,
sorry. Eimer.
if you want to do something else, you can. But if you want me to go through with this anyway, I can too. It's up to you.
Maybe
So
it'll
AZ
get better.
Playo, it'll get a decent score, but not as good as it would. Let's see the roster. Okay.
Good wood.
It's nice. It's nice of the game to tell you that though, because I forgot.
I forgot.
I remember that was his main event last week, and we thought it was gonna get a big number, and it just because of the chemistry thing. Right now, the TV champion, I believe, is Rob. Maybe I'm wrong. It might be Ray Ray. It is Ray Ray. It's TV champ is Rey Mysterio, and tag team champs are 3D. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! For the ball falls. Chat. What was better? Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Or yeah, it's coming down. Bum 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 bum. It's like a family in here, just a little disabled. Brock is pissed backstage and runs into Cena, leading to a 7-minute domination. Brock over Cena. You want a 7-minute squash? Shades of SummerSlam 2014? All right, cool.
The lunatics
Brock-
are truly running the asylum.
Brock bumps into Cena. Cena taunts him with a rap. He says,
With a what? Oh,
with a rap. He says, "Yo, Brock, you got beat by Bill."
Maybe you should take a chill pill, Phil.
Oh! That boy shoved his whistle up your ass. Now, I'ma beat your ass. Oh!
Nice. Got him.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, John Cena and Brock Lesnar. Brock's fucking pissed. This leads to a match, a 7-minute squash. Cena's gonna be pissed. All right, Brock on Cena. It's gonna be Brock up, and it's a domination. Let's see what Cena says about this.
Of domination.
Doesn't care. Cena's cool with it. He's fine getting squashed. Great. All right, chat. And Dijak and Brennan, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 30. Go.
25.
No.
7.
No.
2.
You only get one guess.
Oh.
This
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, hey, it's expired. 2% milk. 19 was the answer. 19.
I thought you were drinking it.
You're up next.
I drank some spoiled milk the other morning.
White people love milk.
White people, well, the thing about white people
The
is
thing about white people is
they be drinking milk.
they
Do all
be
white people
drinking
love
milk.
Every white person I know is lactose intolerant.
Really?
Scientifically,
myself.
black people tend to be lactose intolerant.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Oh, so you just like take lactate or whatever?
I mean, I usually do lactate or almond milk if I have milk.
Me too.
In my cereal.
Well, no, I mean you're an ice cream guy. You like ice cream.
I do like ice cream, but I usually will just get my butthole blown out.
I've stocked up on lactate because
damn the consequences.
Well, yeah. So for
Eric-
me, I just start farting like endlessly, and I'm like, this is horrible. I don't like being this gassy. And
Dijak, Eric's Brady says Dijak seems to know a lot of intolerant white people. What's up with that?
You did say that.
all right, yeah. Touche on your wordplay.
Touche on your
Oh,
bars.
Cena.
Cena.
All right, expired 2% milk. What's the seg? Let's see it.
What is that emoji floating around? It looks like a Conrad Thompson emoji.
I didn't see it. Somebody place it again.
Oh, that's uh Total Biscuit?
Is
What?
I think that's Total Biscuit. Right?
Limp? Yeah, that
Could
guy.
you do a marriage segment between Vader and Francine? Okay.
Yeah, that's a good seg.
Wow, it's fucking stealing from TNA last week. Okay, cool. All right, Vader and Francine are getting married out of fucking nowhere.
You know, did a marriage? Who got married?
Ric Flair and Dixie Carter. Remember my segment from last week?
No.
Oh, I thought you meant real TNA. Jesus.
Let's make the officiator somebody who can talk. We'll say Dusty.
That
There you
Punk,
go.
thank you for subscribing. CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. John
And,
Van Dam, thank you for the bits. Vaccine is my fave. Vaccine.
Vaccine. Oh my
I
god.
thought it was vaccine. It should be vaccine.
No, it's Vaccine.
Vaccine would be a fucking hell
Vaccine.
of a.
I'll say Dusty. Who should be a guest at this wedding?
Major
Taz.
Bash.
Major Bash, the top heel of the company, is just chilling. in the audience.
He's legit friends with Vader.
We'll put Harley Racist in there just for good, just to fill the crowd. And we'll put Spider in there. We'll put Spider in the crowd. And then we'll have Randy come out and be pissed that his mommy is marrying Vader, and Vader is his new stepdad. And this will start a storyline between Vader and Randy Orton. Even though Orton's already feuding with Eddie. I'll add Vader to this. Alright, Vader's getting added to this story. As Randy's new stepdad. I love this new story. Finally,
He
ECW.
has to change his name to Randy Vader.
Randy Vader! Perfect. I would say this is a major win for Vader. He's getting married to Francine. And a minor defeat for Randy, sadly.
Is it a defeat for your mom to get married?
Not when he wants to fuck her, yeah. This is
Can I
mommy
ask the
and TR.
Chat, is the Twitter search function broke for everyone, or is it just me because I won't update my Twitter?
Oh, I can't vanity search. Oh, help! Someone help!
It's not just that's part of it, yeah. But like, it's also like, anytime I click on like trending stuff, it just says like, tweets are not loading right now.
Maybe Twitter's broken again.
It might just be because it literally told me you have to update to X, and I said no, because I want it to stay Twitter.
All right, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 30.
1 and 30. Let's go with 18.
No.
Oh yeah, the last time was 18.
Dijak, you want to try?
4.
You want to
No.
give it a go?
Give it a go.
Darren! Holy shit, that's 3!
This is Darren.
It was 1. Billy Gunn. Darren?
Oh, 1 Billy Gunn.
Darren, you're up.
Ooh,
We got about an hour left of this show. Darren's like, shit, I didn't actually have any idea.
Fucking face. Oh my god. It's gonna be my bedtime by the time we get to the second show.
I'm sorry, we usually have Damo go first because he's in Europe.
It's because you guys were yapping.
Brennan, write your show so we can go through yours quick. I'm pretty sure you're next.
No.
Let me see that roster again. Okay.
No.
Dijak, thoughts on
Thoughts?
Thoughts on thoughts?
I like them.
Huh.
Wow, you're married.
Dijak, what's the most you would pay for an OnlyFans subscription?
What'd you go?
What's the most you would pay for an OnlyFans subscription?
That's
I
actually a
mean,
good question.
it's a loaded question because I don't pay for OnlyFans subscriptions.
Yeah,
I understand, but let's say you're
is
let's say you're
WDW.
so
Thank you for subscribing with Prime.
If
who
I
is
were
your
like
biggest
hypothetically single, is that what you mean?
no, I'm saying like let's say you're 15
You're not
and
gonna marry the person that you're paying on OnlyFans.
who is your top
Yeah, but
crush?
it's kind of, I don't know. I feel like that's sort of disrespectful in a way.
What do you mean? They're getting paid.
Right?
I don't know.
Let's say okay, Dijak,
my
you're
my wife
15.
and I have a joint bank account. I've always felt like
No, I'm
paying
not.
for porn is
All
kind
right,
of
Dijak,
weird.
you're 18 years old and Sable opened an OnlyFans account. How much are you
Oh,
willing to
okay.
pay?
So
What's the max?
there's too many hypotheticals. Am I 18 years old and I have as much money as I did when I'm 18,
Yes.
or do I have as much money as I do now?
No, you have
Now?
yes, you have
No,
as much
you're
money as you
rich.
have now.
You're a rich 18-year-old. The internet is powerful.
Just for the record, it wouldn't be Sable for me.
Okay, who would it be?
Who?
If I'm 18,
Pam?
no. Pam was earlier.
Pam already had a sex tape.
I can't remember who it was from when I
Tori?
was 18.
Stacy? Trish?
Mm, that was earlier too.
Mae Young?
Who the fuck? No, I think I was obsessed with like real life girls that like I knew when I was
Alright.
18.
Okay, fine. Let's
Disgusting.
you're
Give me a
15.
better age.
Well, I
What?
can't say you're underage. That's gross. I can't say you're a fucking
I mean,
teenager.
that's realistic.
I mean, it is, but okay. Here's a new hypothetical. You're your age right now. You have all your money. You're single, and
Yep.
your top
No,
crush
you're
when
not
you were
single.
15,
You just asked your wife if you could subscribe to somebody's OnlyFans.
and your top
She said
celebrity crush
yes.
when you were 15 is
Sure. No, I get the hypothetical. I get what you're going for. The most I would pay, because you're not even asking me like who it is. You
okay.
just want to know the most.
Pause for 1 second. We have our next segment. It's Molly Holly starts an OnlyFans.
Okay.
And
No! Oh wait, no.
I know
That's
it's
so
so sad.
No!
And Juventud Guerrera reveals himself to be her
such
top
a
subscriber.
sweet lady.
So sweet.
She's such a sweet lady. You guys are assholes.
Nora starts.
Her character is that she's a neat too. It's like a pure girl gone bad.
She becomes a Discord kitten.
Is this one time, Manny, or like per month? Like I have to commit to
For 1 month. How much are you willing to pay for 1 month of content?
1 month. So just one flat fee. I get to see what I need to see.
For a month, yes.
I can probably think of somebody that I'd be willing to pay like maybe
$2? What did you say?
No.
$2.
I'm
The other option
Maybe-
is 200 based on what you were going to say.
maybe 200. I'm leaning towards 200.
You'd pay
Wow,
$200 for an OnlyFans?
$200, you horny little pervert freak. You fucking
No, but
sex addict.
you're not taking this into account because like you gotta yeah, I'm gonna all right.
I feel like the average OnlyFans subscription is about like 20.
Manny's gonna by the end of this, I'm gonna convince you, Manny. Okay, I'm gonna convince
All
you
right, okay, let's hear it.
because we've talked about this, but
We
like
have?
Always.
we've talked about parts of surrounding this sort of topic. Picture this, Manny. What's the you have this, right? You have the one your go-to, the one that got away sort of fantasy in your head, right? The one that you always go back to and say, I wish I did this in this situation, whatever.
I don't.
Like in real life, like a real person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let's take that situation and now say that person or those people now have an OnlyFans and you can watch that fantasy in your brain.
But
How much are you willing to pay for that?
But I'm not saying I don't want to put that out there. I'm talking about a celebrity crush, okay? I'm not talking about anyone you
didn't
knew.
say that. You said hypothetically
Yeah, you
any
said anybody,
OnlyFans.
anything that you would pay for an OnlyFans for.
That's
Is there a
anybody.
difference? Is there a difference?
Yeah, there's a difference.
You
There's a
would pay
huge
more
difference.
for a real person.
Oh my God, yes.
A
For a
real person.
celebrity, for a celebrity, I'd pay, I don't know, maybe I oh geez, maybe $15. I don't know. I don't care.
15. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who the fuck cares? Oh my gosh, a celebrity's naked. That happens like every fucking day.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Name the celebrity. Name the celebrity that's worth more than $15. Who cares? I don't know these people.
All right.
Interesting. This is
All right. I'm thinking of a
interesting.
number between 1 and 30. Now I am.
God, even the ones I do know, like we know people who open up OnlyFans, and I still don't care. It just doesn't matter.
No, that's
It's
fair.
borderline meaningless.
Bob Holly.
Who was it?
It's Bob Holly. He started an OnlyFans.
Bob Holly opened up the OnlyFans. Tim and
Marcus
race
Aurelius.
cars.
Marcus Aurelius. It was 10. 10. Future Royal Rumble returnee.
Oh, he's
Whoa.
calling.
Spoiler alert. You heard it here first. Okay, I got something. Okay, good, Smarkus.
Say it.
Say it.
Whoa, he just caught. John Cena, disheartened after his loss, is comforted by Perry Saturn. Saturn reveals they are long lost brothers and also aliens. Cena changes his name to John Jupiter. Jupiter and Saturn unite. That's why. I was like, why the fuck? John Jupiter? But now I get it. Jupiter and Saturn unite and wish to conquer Earth, starting with Brock Lesnar. They are managed by their third brother, Chris Moon Rock.
We just had a banger earlier in the night.
Also, if we could get Joey Mercury somehow, that would be based. All right, I love it. I love it.
This is peak.
That's peak.
Finally,
Oh,
Damo's
man.
show becomes interesting. And someone else booking it.
So fucking good. All right, and Perry Saturn. I'm gonna have to probably script Perry. I don't think Perry has good entertainment skills. Yeah.
1,000 years, Chris Moonrock is free.
I'm just gonna rate this on John. I'm gonna have Perry just say the words Jupiter, brother.
Brother.
All right, Perry. Perry tells Cena they are brothers. Why would they have a different last name if they're brothers? Why would John? Wouldn't he be John Saturn too? Whatever.
Shut up. Stop asking questions.
If you say it, they'll believe it, pal.
Shut up, bitch.
Rich.
Also, Chris Moonrock. Great. All right, I'm gonna change their names.
What an easy fucking. Imagine being given the green light to say "shut up, bitch." There's no context where that doesn't work and get a huge pop and get you super over.
Oh man, Dad, thank you for the bits. Don't question their culture. Brothers
They
from
are
different mothers.
aliens.
They'd be different father, or well, I don't know. Maybe they're stepbrothers. I don't know.
Question their culture.
Pretty vacant.
Pretty vacant,
UK. Thank
UK.
you for subscribing.
You
I'm
minge.
planet shaming them.
Planet shaming. All right. What should we call this stable?
The
This
heavenly bodies.
the heavenly bodies.
That's good.
That's really good. All right, it's Perry Saturn, John Cena, and Chris Moonrock. Great. I think Perry's a heel. I don't know. Let me check. It might not really matter. Oh, they're all babyface. Okay, it's a babyface stable of aliens. All right, cool. That sounds great. All right, I'm thinking of a number between Norman's normies. That takes me back. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 30. I'm thinking of it now.
22.
No.
gonna try installing. I'm gonna try updating X. I'm finally giving in.
It's over. You're becoming X.
I'm
It's a sad
becoming.
I'm
sad
become.
Babyface is the one. Oh, ACN 20 got it again with
What?
6.
Maybe
I
they're
feel like this
just
is
in your
rigged.
brain.
This feels rigged to me. Maybe it's like a personality thing. Are you INFP? All right, ACN 20. What's the next seg?
Seb. Do you know Sebatelli?
It's Sabatelli.
You got it, ACN. Stop guessing. Everybody else, I want you to have something in mind and just like Smarcus Aurelius did a great job. He just copy pasted it. He had it right there.
Yeah.
That was good. It's the best one too.
It was the best one, yeah.
And don't fucking ask me to look at the roster again. You should have it by memory now. Pretty Vacant says, Dijak, don't update. Wait until it becomes Y.
Is that a thing?
I thought it was funny. Tough crowd.
Too late. It's already updating. See, I did it.
All right, ACN 20, what do you think?
I don't update my apps very often. I got a fucking huge list here.
You just made the list. Remember?
You just made the list.
Remember?
Old thing good.
Dudley's versus Raven and Cope tag title table match, 15 minutes, steal the show. Based! Exactly what fucking Damo would book.
Truly the first Damo-fied match.
Alright, it's Devon and Bubba versus Raven and the Cope. Oh, you know what's funny about Perry Saturn creating his stable of aliens is that Perry Saturn's already in a stable. He's in the Cope.
He's in the murder.
He has he's in the murder, yeah. He has 2 families that he has to juggle.
You know how long it's going to take me to get used to pressing X? Ugh.
Press X to skip.
Ugh.
Oh, it's a tables match, right? I forgot. 2 versus 2 tables.
X.
X go give it to you.
Ugh. Audio and video calls are here. What does that even mean?
Who's up? Oh, we're not allowed to change titles, so I'm gonna say Bubba's up on Raven, but it's gonna be a cheap finish because someone's gonna interfere. Who's gonna interfere? Chat, who's gonna interfere? Just somebody give me a name.
Micah Jordan, thank you for subscribing. Oh, Paragon Creed gifting subscriptions. Thank you so much,
Thank you so much for the gifted subs.
What a Chad.
Perry Saturn, he turns on the murder?
The murder.
Mur Fuji, Bill Alfonso. That's funny. I'll do Bill Alfonso. For no reason. With the whistle. All right. Oh, wait. It's for the titles, right? All right. We got 38 more minutes. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 30 now.
2.
No. Specs in Space. It was 30. Damo comes back and there's aliens and racists on his roster.
He might never know about Harley Racist, though.
That's true.
It might just pop up.
Perry Saturn is in the Heavenly Bodies and the murder.
The murder.
The murder.
Murder.
Sorry, Paragon. Somebody got it before you. Specs in Space got it. Specs in Space, what would you like to do?
Ooh, hang on. New Insiders video dropped. I gotta watch this one.
It did at peak posting hours.
Harley Racist is so pissed off about all these aliens.
Go back to your planet.
So we looked at each other and we both at the same time said, "It's going to be you in a dress, isn't it?" So high because he didn't even want that thought put out into the ether. Vince is going to make Max put on a dress and be like, "Hi, I'm Maxine Dupree," as a final humiliation for not being able to portray Max Dupree sufficiently. What ended up happening is the day we're supposed to fly to SmackDown, Max's flight got canceled. Oh boy, I'm getting fired. It's over. We fell for it, man, because he was trying as hard as he really wanted to make it work, but unfortunately, it didn't work out. Well, except it did work out because he's a huge megastar with John Cena, and we're unemployed. Yeah, we're super fired. So it all works out in the end, doesn't it? For him.
I love
For you.
All right, did Specs in Space, Brennan, you think? Specs in Space? Are you gonna give us the seg? Are you typing it in? Give us some indicator that you're typing it. I need to know that you didn't leave the chat. Thank you, Boboruski. Yeah, check out our interviews with Denise Salcedo. Here we go. Rey Mysterio comes out and has something to say. He calls out Harley Racist about his new change of philosophy. Harley Racist says there is a misunderstanding. He says he wants to call out all the honkies. He then calls out Major Bash and challenges. Oh, so he's the good kind of racist. Got it. I'm gonna ask Harley Race to come out of retirement. Perhaps it's time to come out of
Andrew, thank
retirement
you for
for another run.
subscribing.
Oh, guys, Harley Race says he doesn't have another run in him. Why don't we have Ray versus Show? Ray will represent Harley in this match. Andrew, Mansoor, Habibi, I am here. Thanks for subscribing, my Arab brother. Habibi's like my love. My love.
My love.
All right, Ray calls out Harley
Kinda
Racist.
zesty.
We hold hands. We're very
Stop.
affectionate. Whoa.
Do you do the cheek kisses?
We do the cheek kisses, yes.
Ooh.
Might need to
Major
become Arab.
Bash. All right, Harley Racist is now Rey Mysterio's manager, and he hates white people.
Oh my god.
Don't get hot, honky.
Stop.
All right.
I can't take that kind of heat.
Ray is now being managed by Harley Racist. And this is Ray calls out Racist. Harley says, No, I just hate honkies. Major Bash is very offended. All right. And then we'll have a match with Ray and Major Bash. And Ray's TV champ, but Major Bash is the top heel, so I'm gonna have him do a double count out.
Wow.
Cheap finish. All right. Where's double count? There we go. Yeah, we'll make it for the TV title. All right, guys, we have 20 more minutes. I am thinking of a number between 1 and 30. We might lose the TV deal. Yeah, no, wait. A's play, I like that idea better. A double knockout. I'll have
Double
Ray hit the
KO.
619. I'll have Ray hit the 619 while Major Bash will hit the WMD at the same time. Pretty based.
What is he gonna punch through his legs?
He knocks him out by punching his knee. Oh, that's what I booked accidentally. Cool. Pasta bot. It was 20. Oh, yeah, it was 29. Pasta bot, you are booking the next segment. I love this non-canon episode. It's actually pretty fun.
It's like an Elseworlds.
Yeah. All right, Pasta bot, what are you thinking? We got 20 more minutes. I can't wait to see Damo's reaction to this episode. He punches Ray in the face, causing the legs to hit Bash in the face harder. Yeah, it makes sense. Have mine ready. Perfect. Thank you, PastaBot. PastaBot is an exemplary member of this community. Oh my god, backstage segment. The feed is interrupted, and we see Kenta Kobashi from a CCTV type camera. He wakes up incredibly disheveled and chained to a radiator. He sees a body in the room with him and realizes it's Mascarita Dorada. Across the room, he sees Paul Heyman, also chained to a radiator. Kenta sees a handheld radio. He presses the play button and hears, "Good morning, Kenta. I bet you're wondering where you are." The realization hits. It's Chris Moonrock, and now there are pawns in a deadly game. Okay. This certainly took a turn. Kenta Kobashi is chained up and must saw through his, I assume, or he must chop through his chest to obtain the key. Chris Moonrock is Chris Moonrock is there too. Chris Moonrock is there. Chris Moonrock evil. All right, there's Kenta, and he has to basically what he has to do to Chris Moonrock. I'm gonna what's the word? Riff on this, okay? No follow up on this, no explanation. So the segment is Chris Moonrock tells Kenta Kobashi, who's locked to a radiator, that the only way to get out is to get the key that's embedded in his left pec. And what he must do is chop himself so hard that he gets through the skin and retrieves the key.
Chop through the skin.
I don't know why Chris Moonrock is the guy, but there he is. All right. To save this segment and give it a high rating, I'm gonna change Chris Moonrock to someone who isn't on the show. I'm sorry, PastaBot. I don't mean to ruin your artistic vision, but I'm gonna give it to somebody who is a good talker. Let's see.
No doubt. Heyman.
Yeah, that works.
AJ,
even though he's supposed to be
Mr.
tied
Heyman.
up, that's fine.
Mr. Heyman.
All right. Yeah, you know what? Now we'll do one more. So, okay, next up, whoever guesses this is gonna book our main event.
The main event of the
I'm
evening.
thinking of a number between 1 and 30. Go.
2.
No.
Damn it. This can't be happening.
Please make the cope unscripted. No! Don't see it yet. No, don't see it. Don't see it. AZ Peleo 21 got it again. Wow, it's the same people every fucking time.
Wow.
I feel
What does
so
that
bad.
mean about you?
I feel so bad. It was 18. Did anybody else do 18 first, or was it AZ Peleo? Oh, this poor chat. They all subscribed thinking they were going to get the chance to book. But it was just the same
But
5
they
dudes.
suck at picking numbers.
Oh, what a shame. Or maybe I just like picked the same numbers like in like a pattern. All right, AZ Paleo, give us the main event. And remember, Damo's going to be really pissed. Let's see booking analysis and what main event. Oh, you're going to be a tryhard about it? Okay. The only main eventers that haven't been booked yet. Every main eventer has pretty much been booked. Let's see. Major Star. Yeah, Randy hasn't worked. RVD hasn't worked. I think that's it. Death match to the death. I got 18 first. Of course you did, Darren. Of course.
Of course.
Tell you what, chat. I'll have subscribers book a few segments on my show because I only have like 5 in my mind anyway. I'm the guy that made the Goku meme on Twitter to annoy you. Oh, Navy, you piece of shit.
I love that meme.
Will there be a TEW stream tonight?
Unironically, it feels like we're starting to build culture. Like that it's showing up in other places. Like I'm starting to see Ook in places. I see the will there be a TEW stream, which we stole that culture from another place, but it's still our culture. The AI images of Vince McMahon in helicopters.
Yeah, the AI helicopter ones is great. All right, Major Bash already worked, so instead I'm just going to do Randy versus RVD in a ladder match, which should be great on its own. Randy and Rob in a ladder match. And we'll do 14 minutes. We'll tell them to steal the show. And the winner will be Rob Van Dam because Randy will be attacked by his stepdad, Vader. Because he didn't do the dishes or whatever the fuck. All right.
Or whatever the fuck.
Whatever the fuck. Ah, this is a great show. I love this show. I have a mind to put Chris Rock versus Eddie in the main event because I think it'll do the best number.
I think you reserve right to work reorganized.
Okay. It just turns out to be a complete dog shit match. Put their hug. This is a great card. Chad, I think you did a great job, or at least the 4 people who kept guessing the right number. All right, here's the card. This all looks good. Marriage, OnlyFans. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's see how you guys. This is a chat booked show. Needs more Danielson. Tell you what. I'll put a Danielson in the dark match.
Nope.
I'll put American Dragon versus Fit Finlay.
Nope.
American Dragon. That'll be the best match of the night, probably. Okay, here we go. All right, chat. Let's see how well you guys booked this show. Starting off with the dark match, 72, of course. Great match. Finlay versus Danielson. Next up, we got the first segment, which I believe was Bill Alfonso beating up Brock Lesnar. That got a 62. Bill Alfonso was very poor when trying to improvise dialogue. You want to do it? You want to do it? I guess it just wasn't believable.
You want to do it?
Next up, we got the John Cena rap got an 80 with Brock, and their squash match got a 71. So that's pretty good. Next up, we have the wedding, which got an 80. That's a fantastic score. We're turning Harley racist into a racist gimmick. And that was... The initial rating is awful. Okay. Well. Good job, I guess.
It was a different time.
I guess it was a different time. Wait a minute. So Christian Muslims gimmick is awful because everybody hates him, but everybody in the crowd hates Harley for being a racist. Which is it, America? Pick a side.
They hate your religion. They don't care about black people.
All right.
Jesus.
Let I need to get ready to turn Harley racist face. All right, next up we got Nora starting her OnlyFans.
Oh no.
That's gonna turn Hoovy face. It got a rating of great. Fantastic. Next up, holy shit. The angle where whoa, relax. Jesus. The heavenly bodies are formed got an 87.
Wow.
The people really dig the heavenly bodies. Team 3D versus Raven and the Cope got an 82. Great number. Great number. It says here the Cope carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. Good for the Cope. Good for the Cope. Next up, this the angle where Harley Race says that he doesn't actually hate minorities, he hates honkies, got a 65. It says Harley Racist was very underwhelming. I assume his performance wasn't believable.
Nobody would believe that.
The match got an 80. Wow, this is guys, you might have booked Damo's best fucking card. So that match got an 80. Next up, we got Randy Vader versus Rob Van Dam, which got a 75. It's a good match. Good thing we didn't make it the main event, though, because here comes the main event, which will do a huge number, I imagine.
87.
Oh no. Fuck. This is the Kenta Kobashi.
I saw a segment.
Sorry, 70. Still pretty good, you know. Kenta, it says that there needed to be a little more star power in this segment for Kenta Kobashi to be fighting for that long. I guess 6 minutes of him slapping his own chest bored the audience a little bit. Next up, the main event got an 80. I thought it would do better, but okay. And finally, they hugged, and the show got an 82. Wow. Very, very good show that you guys booked. Very good.
82.
Yep. All right, Dijak, you're up next.
You got a fucking 82.
Ooh, Dijak, you got some backstage
hot.
incidents.
Here we go.
All right, an incident involving Sable and Jacqueline.
That sounds like a good incident.
Sable almost got into a fight with Jacqueline after she caused some damage to her rental car and refused to pay for it. As his employer, you now have to choose how to deal with Sable.
His?
That's what it says.
Ayo.
Oh my god. What happened?
Sable almost got into a fight with Jacqueline because she caused some damage to her rental car and refused to pay.
So what do I have to do?
You choose how to discipline her or not discipline her.
No, if we're almost getting in a fight?
She caused damage to Jacqueline's rental car and refused to pay for it.
No discipline.
Oh! You're
Slap on the
fucking
wrist. Slap on the wrist.
He lets
Harley
women get
racist
away with
over here.
everything. Yeah.
Slap on the wrist.
All right. Next up, we got an incident with Scott Hall.
What do you do?
Scott Hall failed to show up to a scheduled meeting with a road agent. How will you deal with this?
Talk to him.
Talk to him? Like a stern warning or a slap on the wrist?
Stern warning's fine.
Stern warning? This is worse than damaging someone's rental car to you?
It's not Sable.
Huh. He's less of a top guy. No, no.
Scott Hall is less of a star.
Give him a
You
slap on the wrist.
bastard.
Slap on the wrist.
All right, slap on the wrist. All right, slap on. All right, Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash turned up very late, breaking the locker room rules. How will you deal with this?
Slap on the wrist.
It's Dijak is going around backstage going,
Okay. I mean, these are all mostly fine incidents. I don't care.
Shane Haste was brought before the wrestler's court, accused of not paying attention during a locker room meeting.
The
judge-
Fire him.
Did Wrestlers Court resolve it?
Yeah, I resolved it.
Bought a pack of beer or whatever.
Yeah, he bought a pack of beer.
Great.
All right, where would you like the show, Dijak?
Oh fuck! I didn't even think about that.
Here, go to Southwest.
Let's go to Bakersfield, California.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Where the fuck is that? Oh, it's in
First time that popped into my brain.
Bakersfield Dome. The capacity is 1,500. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Oh, go to the the Forum in Los Angeles.
Form.
Yeah.
The Form?
Yeah, it's called the Forum.
That's
where the Lakers used to be. Oh no, the Staples Center existed at that point. Go to the Staples Center.
Okay. All right. Let's get on with the show.
Open up my chart here.
Thank you, Leaper Hoy. We really enjoyed it.
I need to get into the mood.
Leo Poor Hoy.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Raw.
Why do you think they're saying Durka? Why? It's not Team America. They're saying one Mucka, two Mucka, three Mucka Reina. They're not saying Durka.
No chance in hell. The corporation music hits.
No
and
way.
out comes the corporation.
I'm shocked.
The corporation is thrilled. They're all high-fiving and joyous on the ramp as the corporation is celebrating the successful addition of both Triple H and Vince McMahon to the championship picture of the whatever I'm calling WrestleMania, the greatest WrestleMania in the history of all WrestleManias.
What do you mean? Goldberg won.
I'm sorry?
Oh, they got added to the pay-per-view.
You missed last week? Did you miss last week? Watch the
I'm
program,
sorry.
kid.
I'm a casual fan. I'm a casual
Watch the
fan.
program, kid.
Can you start the show with a recap or something? Good lord.
Vince,
It's a fatal four-way now, right?
it is now a fatal four-way, yes. Vince McMahon says, he grabs a microphone, he says, after I beat Diamond Dallas Page tonight in the main event,
Why?
I am going to be presented with a golden key to the universe by my daughter, Stephanie McMahon.
Wow.
Stephanie McMahon Helmsley. In fact, she's putting the final touches on the key right now. Vince says that his children are amazing. He says, my daughter Stephanie is so thoughtful and loving. My son Shane will defeat Scott Steiner tonight. And my son Triple H is the reason I'm going to WrestleMania.
His son.
I love you, Hunter. He turns to Hunter.
Did he kiss him?
Triple H says, I love you, Pops, and hugs Vince.
I love you, Pop.
He does say Pops.
Confetti and balloons rain down from the rafters as We Are Family plays over the speakers. And in the background, you catch only the slightest glimpse of Shane McMahon, who's happy.
He's hot.
He's happy, he's smiling, but there's a somewhat confused look on his face.
The cinematography.
Yes, as this segment ends. It's a 15-minute promo.
Okay. Of course it is.
Gotta give him time. Gotta give him time to work with it.
All right.
All right. Second segment. Batista versus Sting for the Intercontinental title.
Whoa! That's not the main?
No, God no.
All right.
Wait, what do you think? We're a work rate show? Jesus.
Okay.
12 minutes. The match gets thrown out because Jeff Hardy runs in and interferes. And Randy Savage, the commissioner, comes out while everybody's kind of fighting and brawling. And once there's some separation, Randy says, hold on. We're going to make this a triple threat match. Yeah, for the Intercontinental Championship at the greatest WrestleMania in the history of all WrestleManias. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is now officially going to be a match at WrestleMania. Will be Jeff Hardy versus Batista versus Sting in a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship.
Wow.
Okay.
In the history of all WrestleManias.
Cool.
That was a 12-minute. I guess you can throw in like a 2-minute Macho Man promo or whatever.
Yeah, I'll
at
get
the
that
end.
Macho Man promo in there. Jeff,
There you go.
Sting, Dave. Sets up triple threat. All right.
Next, we got a backstage vignette of of Triple H and Vince McMahon playing catch with a baseball. They're both discussing. They're both discussing how awesome they are and how happy that Triple H is that they now have this this relationship. The vignette ends with Vince. He accidentally throws the baseball through a window, and they both exchange a look and then run away. It's a 4-minute segment.
Classic Dennis the Menace spot.
Yeah, Dennis Smith. Next, we have Rikishi versus Scott Hall singles match. I got Scott Hall up after Kevin Nash drops Scotty 2 Hotty on the outside and then distracts the referee for a low blow finish.
Nice.
As the outsiders celebrate in the ring, they eat a double low blow from Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty, and then they both feed down for the for a double worm. Both Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty do the worm.
Nice.
And then Too Cool does the Too Cool dance to send the crowd.
Sending the fans to the bathroom happy.
Yeah, that one. 10 minutes.
How much? Okay, got it.
10 minutes.
And then I'll add the angle where Scotty Kishi get a little bit over Scott Hall and Kevin. You're like fly today.
Next, we have a vignette of
Thank you for
Vince.
subscribing, Van Herman.
Next, we have a vignette of Vince McMahon and Triple H in the back. Vince is teaching Hunter how to ride a bike, like a bicycle.
Yeah, like a
Hunter. Yeah. Hunter falls off the bike and scrapes his knee. His eyes begin to well up, but Vince puts a Band-Aid on it and kisses it.
Aww.
This is another 4-minute vignette.
This feels like such a fantasy today.
Vince
All right,
kisses.
next. Are you ready?
No.
All right.
Now I'm ready.
Okay. Next, we have Tori Wilson versus Sable in a bikini contest.
Yeah, let's go! Woo!
Finally, back to basics.
7 minutes. 7 minutes. It ends in a tie.
Everybody wins.
Yep. They both brawl to the back. And eventually, up on the ramp, there's a pool of chocolate pudding there for some reason. And they both brawl into that, and they get very, very messy.
Everybody knows that it's culturally appropriate in Bakersfield, California, to have a pool of chocolate just in case.
For some reason.
For some reason.
It's announced shortly thereafter that Randy Savage has made the match official for the title match official for the greatest WrestleMania in the history of all WrestleManias.
All right, hold on. Sorry, Tori, Sable. Okay. Bikini pudding fight.
Sorta, yeah. You could call it that.
And Randy is going to say, "There's gonna be a sexy match at the pay-per-view."
It's announced. It's announced by like the announcers or whatever. Randy doesn't come out of it.
This isn't important enough for Randy to come out for.
No, it's just announced that he made the decision.
All right, fair enough. This is a storyline, right?
Yeah.
Add Tori Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
You look fly today.
Wee, wee, woo, wee, woo,
All right, what's next?
All right, we got another backstage vignette of Vince McMahon teaching his son Hunter how to read.
Okay.
Triple H begins to struggle with all the letters, but with Vince's encouragement and guidance, he's able to finally read the sentence on the little book that they're looking at, and he says, "Triple H will guest referee DDP versus Vince McMahon tonight." They both celebrate, and they once again embrace, and Triple H calls Vince the best dad in the world.
And Shane is nowhere to be found.
Shane is not in these vignettes, no.
Okay.
Think about it. Are we good?
Yep.
The next match, however, is Scott Steiner versus Shane McMahon. I need 8 minutes for that one, and it will be Scott Steiner up clean with the Steiner recliner.
Wow.
That's big.
Clean in.
Mhm.
Okay.
As that match finishes, we go to commercial break. We come back. Shane is still in the ring selling, and Vince McMahon's music hits. And out comes Vince and the corporation.
Okay.
And Shane gets out of the ring. He gives his dad a look as Vince is walking by him. Vince gives a very disgruntled look to Shane McMahon, a bit of disgust on his face as he's upset with Shane McMahon at this point in time for obviously failing at taking out Scott Steiner.
Okay.
So we have Vince McMahon, the main event, Vince McMahon versus Diamond Dallas Page with the special guest referee of Triple H. I need 8 minutes for this. And we have Vince McMahon up with a fast count.
By his son, Hunter.
By his son, Triple H, yeah. DDP obviously gets up frustrated with the fast count, tries to attack Triple H, gets his ass kicked by the entire corporation. Complete corporate beatdown. They shit can Diamond Dallas Page out of the ring. He fades into oblivion.
He fades into oblivion.
Into oblivion.
We got a post match. We got a post match
Stop right there.
promo. We got a post match promo. It's 6 minutes for all of this. For the post match promo. This is our go home seg for the night. Okay, so post match, Triple H grabs the microphone and he begins the celebration of his father, my father, Vince McMahon, has defeated Diamond Dallas Page. It was an honor to count that pinfall, and it's going to be an honor to compete alongside you, Vince, you dad, in the main event of the greatest WrestleMania in the history of all WrestleManias. The corporation brings home the WWE World Heavyweight Championship back to the corporation.
Yeah.
Triple H announces the presentation of the key to the universe will now commence, and to please welcome my wife, Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, and he points to the Titantron, but all you see is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Goldberg on the screen.
And he's like, maybe.
Hunter, Vince, hey guys, it's me, the WWE World Champion Goldberg. Huge pop from the crowd. And look who I have with me. The camera pans back to reveal that he's in a car with Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, who's passed out in the shotgun seat. The corporation, for they're shaking the ring ropes. Vince is slamming the microphone. Triple H is screaming at the Titantron, but nobody can hear him because it's up on the Titantron. I always knew how much little Stephanie hates her husband, just like we all hate her husband, Triple H.
Yeah.
So I decided to do her a favor.
Kidnap her.
Goldberg
Commit a
drives up. He drives up in his car and he pulls up to a drive-through window.
No!
And above the window, it says, divorce window. he throws on a long blonde wig and starts pretending to be Triple H as he's sitting in the driver's seat. He says, I want a divorce. And then he covers his mouth and says, yes, me too, I hate this goof.
I thought you were going to have him marry her, and then she was going to have a
From the
harem.
divorce window. The divorce is finalized, with the corporation in the ring furious as Vince and Hunter are on their knees crying and embracing each other. And as the camera pans back and the Raw logo closes on the side of the screen, all you see in the background is Shane McMahon with a solemn, stoic look on his face, standing and not selling.
A slow zoom. A slow...
What the motivation behind the divorce scene was. Scene.
Bravissimo.
That was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good show.
Brava. Wow. That's something. That really is something. You need 18 more minutes to proceed.
Whatever.
All right, here, I'll make your opening segment 20 minutes with the corporation.
Sure.
I'll make...
Well, there was one of the matches that I felt like could be a little longer.
Scott and Shane?
Yeah, maybe that one.
Rikishi and Scott?
I felt like Shane and Scott was maybe a little short. Maybe give them 12?
Sure. And I'll add just to really get it over.
Get it over.
6 minutes of Vince and Triple H crying and selling in the ring.
Flopping around.
That was already 6 minutes, wasn't it?
Kinda. This is an addendum. This is a post angle.
Well, won't that? Whatever.
No, it won't. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, whatever.
Isn't the last thing that happens always the most important thing?
That only applies to the match itself.
Oh, the match itself.
3 more minutes. I'll make this bigger. I'll give this.
Hopefully DDP and Vince Wrestling usually has some good star power, so I'm hoping that kind of.
Yeah, I'm not looking. I don't think your main event will do a big number, but I think your angles are going to carry the show, so we'll see.
As is tradition.
Because DDP's overness is 65.
I just couldn't find it.
Meanwhile, Johnny Ace is 70. So
is he?
Something to consider. Well, yeah, because I made it 70. Because he's a huge star.
Yeah.
In the chat.
I thought about using Johnny Ace there, but I figured that I would lose the fan vote if I jobbed him out clean.
That's fair. All right, you want to see how the show does?
Please.
Here we go. Starting off with a 20-minute long Vince McMahon promo. 67.
Whoa. Ugh. What happened?
Can't be happening. Maybe too long. Probably too long.
It would have said if it was too long. I wonder if you're getting demoed.
I never have before.
Maybe it's because he has the same opening segment every time.
No,
we'll see. Vince has like 8 more promos.
I know. If it's really low, that means you're going to get demoed. Well. But I don't know why you would get demoed. This is technically a new version of the game because I had to download Damo's version. So I wonder if maybe that's the issue. But we'll see. We'll keep going with the show.
Well, no, the Damo's problem was just that he wasn't creative, right?
Yeah. So I'm wondering if maybe Dijak, his stats is that he isn't creative.
I was the only one who invested in creativity because I felt like creativity.
No, I made everyone's stats the same because I didn't want any more bitching about that. All right. Well, let's see.
Uh-oh.
This week may be a watch.
Looks like there's some trouble in paradise.
Batista versus Sting got a 75. Pretty good. Next up, the Angle with Randy got a 76. Not bad. Where he announces the triple threat for the pay-per-view. Next up, we have... Wow! Never mind, Dijak. You're fine. Because the Vince and Triple H play catch segment got an 85. I guess the crowd really did not want that 20-minute long corporation promo.
We'll see, man. Gotta get heat.
Yeah, that's fine. They have heat. Next up, we got Rikishi versus Scott. I got a 66. And the post-match double low blow worm got a 65.
Oh.
Next up, we Vince and Hunter ride a bike. Vince kisses the boo-boo. That got an 85.
Nice.
Next up, we got the mud pudding bikini contest. I got a 65.
Oh, come on.
Next up,
The link on Appeal, I got 65.
Vince teaching Hunter how to read gets a 79.
Oh, that was the best one.
Scott Steiner versus Shane got a 78. Match of the night so far. It actually probably will be the best match of the night. We'll see how DDP and Vince does. Vince comes out. So a freestyle segment called Vince Comes Out. I don't know what I meant to write there. Oh, he walks out. I see.
Vince came out.
And he passes by.
Would be very progressive.
Vince comes out. That got an 87. That's angle of the night and the week so far. Let's see how this match with DDP does. 68. Yeah, I had a feeling. And then the segment where Goldberg divorces Steph got... Or no, this is the beatdown on DDP. That got a 73. Goldberg divorcing Steph got an 85. And then finally them selling got a 70. So overall, your show got a 79, which is not bad at all.
It's not bad.
But I think if you switch Steiner and Shane with Vince and DDP, I think you would have gotten a better show.
Yeah, but I can't do
Maybe
that.
put Johnny Ace
So,
on the
the
show.
go home angle was too.
That's true. The go home angle is great. I feel that you'll do well with the fan vote. They really enjoyed your final angle with Goldberg and Steph.
Yeah.
All right, next up it's me.
Do it for you, the people.
You, the people. Booker T has taken Cole Cabana under his wing as a protege. That's great.
That's good.
Good for them. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna run the Staples Center. Fuck you, Dijak. I'm gonna run on the same day as you.
The same day.
Ew.
We're gonna split the arena in half with
Jeez
a big
Louise.
with a big curtain. Let's see. Can I even do that?
Big bird.
I can't.
You're gonna split it in half with a curtain like it's a mosque.
Yeah, like it's a mosque. I'll do the pavilion at Arc, whatever the fuck. Oh, the Arc Theater. That's a famous one. I'll do that. Okay, welcome to Total Nonstop Ass Wrestling.
Oh.
1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Everybody on the dance floor. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. All the TNA go-go dancing girls are in their cages. They're fucking stripping. Crowd's going crazy.
Yeah.
They know that they're about to get the best night of wrestling on a Monday night that you can possibly get. Of course, we cut to backstage because that's the most important thing of any wrestling show. I agree with Dijak there. Where Ric Flair is trying on a tuxedo.
Nice.
He says, "My friend, thank you for doing this." And who shows up behind him? Why? It's the Undertaker. Of course, his old character was that he was an Undertale fan. Now he is just a tailor. He tailors suits. Yeah. Very funny. And he says, Rick, you look badass in that tuxedo. Thanks, Taylor. Not Terry, but Undertaker. You know, I think this is gonna be a great night. And when me and Dixie renew our vows. Oh, they're gonna renew their vows tonight.
Already? They just got married.
Yeah, but whatever. Fuck you. Things move fast in pro wrestling, all right? And the TNA Simps in the chat are going crazy. Dixie Carter, of course, is mentioned off screen. And they both say, hey, as long as we have each other's backs, the cockblock kid, Sean Hickenbottom, and Chris Clive Barker's Jericho, they're not going to get us down. So that's that storyline.
I'm still waiting for Tim the Toolman Undertaker.
Tim the Toolman Undertaker. That's adding these. And that's going to be a 6-minute segment. Flair and Taylor try on tuxedo.
Try.
All right, next up, we got an entrance. Who comes out? It's Muslim Mage with the Muslim Coalition.
Allah.
Muslim Mage, Ahmed Al-Ndersan, and the Great
Grand
Khali
Khalil.
come out, and Muslim Mage grabs a microphone. He stands in the middle of the ring, and he's like, you know, I was supposed to come out today and talk about how I'm the ex formerly known as Twitter Division Champion, and how that title means so much.
Didn't he win
But
by
actually,
accident?
he did win by accident. I tried to make it a draw, and it did not allow it. But actually, I'm here to talk about you people, you marks.
Oh.
And this isn't Muslim Mage talking. This is Jay Riso.
Whoa. It's a shoot,
And-
brother.
And yes, I did.
That shit's lame. You yourself said that.
Shut up, Chris. Fuck you, Chris. And by the way, yes, I did know his shoot name by heart. I didn't have to look it up. Okay. He says, "Oh, I see all you guys."
I can't believe his name is Jay Uso.
He comes out and he says, "I see you guys. I see you guys. I know what you guys have been saying on MySpace and on LiveJournal and on the
Tumblr.
forums. You guys are shitting on my gimmick. Well, guess what? My gimmick is great, and there's gonna be no stopping the Muslim Coalition, whether you like it or not." Boo! Everyone's booing. Boo! Boo!
Muslim
Boo!
Coalition.
And Ahmed Al-Ndersan takes the microphone, and he's like, because he's old school, he's not going to do the whole shoot thing. He says, "You kuffar, you will bow to the glory of Muslim Mage. You understand? You're gonna and I see." Actually, he is gonna shoot. There, the people over in ECW, that outlaw mud show, are trying to steal our gimmick with Harley Race, my close personal friend. But that's not happening because TNA is the number. And the whole time he's pointing his finger like this because he's Ahmed. TNA is the #1 promotion in the world. Oh, but who interrupts this promo? Can you dig it, sucker? It's the Penultimate Warrior and the Ultimate Warrior. And they're like,
the start of that segment. Hold on. The start of that segment is terrible.
I'm trying to get people like, "Oh, is this real?"
He's just gonna have Christian come out and start shooting on the fans.
He's going off.
And then you're gonna have Arn Anderson crap on ECW for like 5 minutes.
This is what the people want to see. They don't want to get their intelligence insulted.
This is awful.
Mashallah, it's the Penultimate Warrior. Okay. And Penultimate Warrior is like, "Oh, these people don't hate you because you got a bad gimmick. These people hate you because you absolutely suck. Oh. Oh. And Muslim Mage says, simple. "Oh yeah? Oh yeah." And the crowd goes crazy. And Ultimate Warrior is like, "Muslim, if you have any pride left in your heathen bones, then you will put up the ex formerly known as Twitter Division Championship tonight." The challenge is accepted, and the match is made.
Thank you for subscribing, Raymond Diaz.
Shoot promo. All right, that's 8 minutes.
Promo.
And it leads to a match between Muslim Mage and the Penultimate Warrior for the ex formerly known as Twitter Division Championship. It's going to be 12 minutes. I'm going to tell them to steal the show.
John Van Dam says, "Fire, Manny."
This is genius. The match ends just as the Penultimate Warrior is about to hit the scissor kick. Who comes out? Why, not Ahmed, not the Great Khali, but Samoa Joe. What's this? Samoa Joe is helping the Muslim Coalition? What is it? Oh shit, no, I gotta say like Muslim Mage. Why is this happening? Well, it's simple. After the match, Muslim takes the microphone and says, "You knew him as Samoa Joe, but now our brother, our Achi, is being renamed Syria Joe.
What?
Syria Joe, not Samoa Joe. He's Syria Joe. Syria, the
Syria.
country. It's a Muslim.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nothing. No, you guys don't think that's
Good one.
no.
Man, you
What do
really
want?
thought that one was good.
There's- I think that's come on. That's great. No, it's not great.
Syria's too close to a real name. I thought you just changed his name.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
Syria. See, Andrew likes it. I get it. Thank you, Frank. God,
Frank.
it's these fucking these. You guys just don't understand the genius.
Saudi Joe became Saudi Joe.
Saudi Joe? Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that. Saudi Joe.
Saudi Joe.
Saudi Joe would be better.
Yeah, that's
Saudi Joe.
because it started with an A or it ended with an A, so I thought.
And I think
you
the
know,
general audience is probably more afraid of Saudi Joe than Syria Joe in 2005.
Okay, that's all right. Saudi Joe did.
Just being realistic.
All right, chat. You can book the next angle or segment. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 30. Now go.
2.
No.
11.
No. Job Van Dam. Yes, it was 22. 22. Why me? I really thought Syria Joe was going to be a hit. Samoa, Syria. Really, Saudi? That was the.
Yeah.
All right, Job Van Dam. What do you want to see? This is my talented roster. Check out Jepin,
Jeff?
Dujin Thunder Liger, Chris Clive Barker's Jericho, Amy Dumas. What culture Regal? Thorny. What else do I got? Helix DNA. Goon Love. I'm pretty proud of Goon Love. Dawn Marie is Chris Clive Barker Jericho's girlfriend. Down. That's funny. Because she's a gamer girl. He should convert Goon Love. You know, I might consider that down the line.
Inshallah, he will overcome his pornography addiction.
I want a Muslim mage prayer segment. 20-minute long. Follows him going to the masjid, taking off his shoes, washing his hands and his feet. I actually did, while we're waiting, I'll do this segment. It is the Tag Team Championship Mathlete competition.
Oh.
This was established last week when Helix DNA Skipper and the Fallen Angle Christopher Daniels challenged Dujin Thunder Liger, the tag team champions, and Goon Love, also known as Goon and Thunder Liger, to a mathlete competition. It's for the titles, and the moderator is none other than What Culture Regal, because he's a nerd, because he's British.
Yeah.
And he does lists, so that's numbers.
Fanny. Minge. God's a bit fake, isn't it?
It's a bit fake, isn't it?
God that.
The whole thing breaks down because What Culture Regal can't count to any number higher than 10 because he's so used to top 10 lists. And it ends up in a big brawl.
Alright.
That leads to a match between Goon Love and What Culture Regal. 12 minutes, Goon's up. All right, Job Van Dam. Backstage, we see Joe praying, only to be pestered by Goon Love and Toshin Thunder Liger about if they can join with Muslim Mage. Joe turns them away, however. That J guy, thanks for subscribing. Refusing to add any Gooners to their holy faction. Goonlove makes an offer. If Dojin can beat Joe, Muslim Mage can have a meeting to decide if the two are worthy. Oh, I like that, Job. I actually like that a lot. That's not bad at all. All right, Saudi Joe is praying when Goonlove, after his match, says, "Hey, Daddy-O, I'm digging the whole Islam thing. How many wives did you say I could have?"
No,
Get the fuck away from me,
it's
you
not
pervert.
Dujin Liger. It should be waifus.
How many waifus can I have exactly?
Dujin's been telling me about these waifus. How many
All
can
right,
I have?
I like that. That sets up a segment.
That J guy, thank you for subscribing.
Muslim Goon segment. I like that a lot. And if Dojin wins, then yeah, they'll have a conversation with Muslim. I like that. Okay. All right, that sets up Saudi Joe versus Dojin Thunder Liger. That match is going to be a fucking banger. So I'll make that 15. I'll tell him to steal the show. And it will end with Dojin up with a roll up after interference from Goonlove by distracting Saudi Joe with Playboy centerfolds. All right, 38 more minutes. Okay, we'll do the vowel renewal segment with Ric Flair, Dixie Carter, where they're getting their vows renewed. That's being officiated by let's see, who'd be good for that?
Dujin Thunder Liger.
No, because he speaks Japanese, and I'm gonna get a huge penalty. Fuck it. What Culture Regal? He's involved again after getting his ass beat.
Here's 10 reasons why you should get married.
Exactly. In the crowd, of course, is the alpha male, or the sigma male Monty Brown, and he's just shaking his head the whole time. Shouldn't be doing this, man. Shouldn't be doing this. And who interrupts? Why? None other than... Shit, what do I do? I don't know what to do here. Who would be a good match? I mean, he's feuding with Sean. Fuck it, yeah, let's have Sean come out. And Sean's going to come out and he's going to say, don't renew your vows because Dixie, Rick doesn't love you.
What?
Dixie's like, how could you say that? This is the love of my life. I mean, we got married last week even though you tried to ruin it. And we're deeply in love. And Sean says, oh yeah? And he points to the Titantron. And what does he show? It's a fucking... it's a video. Sean and Rick making out. What a twist! No, it's not a video of Sean and Rick making out. It's a video.
What did you think? I'm sorry I loved you, man.
It's a video of China. It's China, now known as Japan, walking backstage past Ric Flair. And you can see Flair turn and look at her ass and go, woo! And Dixie's incensed. No! She fucking slaps Flair in the face, grabs the mic and says, tonight, Ric Flair's going to put his title on the line in the main event, and it's going to be against Japan! What? Holy shit. AKA China. All right, so that got booked. Next up, it's going to be the match. It's going to be Ric Flair versus Japan for the Mr. TNA Championship for the world title. That'll be, this match is going to suck. 10 minutes. And it will end with Flair up because of outside interference from the Sigma male Monty Brown pouncing Japan on the outside. And I'm also going to say they should script this match. Maybe I'll just leave it. All right. And then I need like a good match to be the main event. What should I do? Let's see. Sean hasn't worked. Jericho hasn't worked. Oh, we can do Taker Sean. Yeah, we'll do Taker Sean. Fuck it.
Just do it. Yeah.
That'll
Why not?
win me the week. That'll win me the fucking week for sure. All right, the Undertaker goes up to Sean backstage and says, "It wasn't badass how you ruined that man's marriage. He's my friend." Sean says, "I didn't ruin anything. I just showed Dixie the truth." And Taylor says, "You're gonna get it tonight." So that's
Oh.
their match. Gonna get it. Taylor, Sean, set up. Gonna be a goddamn 7-star match.
Oh.
Sean versus the Undertaker. That's gonna be 15. I'm gonna tell them to steal the show. And of course, it's gonna end in a double count out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No finish, no clean finish for you.
Hey, Peter, how about we do a sloppy finish for the finish?
How about we do a cheap finish
A cheap
for every
finish.
important match on the show? And that is going to be because Flair and Jericho get involved. Jericho and Sean gets attacked by Ric Flair. And the final angle of the show is Sean, Taker, Rick, and Jericho all brawling, and Dixie comes out and announces that at the next pay-per-view, what the fuck should I call it? Triple X featuring Vin Diesel. It's going to be a fatal 4-way for the Mr. TNA World Championship between Jericho, Flair, Taylor, and Sean.
Whoa.
All right. Set up for pay-per-view main. Did anybody see that movie with Vin Diesel, Triple X? Nobody saw it?
I saw it.
What'd you think?
I saw it when I was like 15. I don't remember.
Got it.
With Vin Diesel, I saw the one with Ice Cube.
First one had Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how this show goes. Here we go.
Do
Flair
it.
Taylor, Tuxedo got an 84. I'm the greatest booker of all time. Next up, we got the angle where Muslim shoots. It's the highest rated segment he's ever done in his life. That means I'm a genius. I'm going to have him shoot on every show now. C, Muslim Mage was superb working without a script. He had the crowd in the palm of his hand the entire
Ooh.
time.
Wow.
Muslim and Penultimate Warrior got a 70. Muslim debuting Saudi Joe got a 59. Whatever. Who gives a shit? The Mathlete competition got a 73. Of course, What Culture Regal and Goon Love did great work. The match with Goon Love and What Culture Regal got a 74. Goon Love and Dojin trying to recruit Saudi Joe, or rather whatever, got a 65. And the match between Dojin and Saudi Joe got a 64. Damn, I really thought it'd be better. Next up, we got the Val renewal segment got an 87. It's not quite Vince and
87.
Hunter. It's not quite Vince coming out, but it's close.
Vince coming out was a cultural shift.
Flair and Chyna's match got a shitty rating, 67, because they have bad chemistry. Good thing I didn't make that the main event. Sean struggled when going off script. That's surprising. Sets up the main event, and the main event, please give me a 90. Please give me a 90. 90. 79?
Let's go.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Your non-finish sucks.
All right, give me a high number. Give me at least let me beat Damo, or at least let me beat Dijak. 81. All right, I'm good. I'm good with second.
Damn it.
Okay, next up, Brennan to close this out.
To close this out.
You get an 81. None of your segments were above 80.
Yeah.
I'll have you know my wedding renewal got
the
an
wedding
87.
renewal was an 87.
What? Like half of my segments got fucking 87.
Well, your matches sucked ass, so.
Matches don't matter. Nobody gives a fuck.
Mansoor, we're going to go
Yeah.
to the Balcom BMW Hiroshima Stadium.
I wish you could tell me what region that's in.
Hiroshima.
Can you tell me if that's in Tohoku, Shikoku, Kyoshi, Kanto, Kansai, Hokkaido, Chukoku, or Chubu?
Chat.
As if they know. How the fuck are they gonna know?
It
Look
says
up what region is Hiroshima in?
Nishi Ward.
You're just never gonna be able to know what. Like, we're never gonna be able to find what you're looking for. It's in Shikoku? Somebody just said it.
Chicago.
Asia. What was the name of the venue?
The Hiroshima Sogo Ground Baseball Park.
It's a baseball park.
It doesn't matter where it is. I just want a smaller baseball park.
All right, I'll do the Hiroshima Sports Center.
Is it a baseball park?
Sure.
It's outdoors.
I don't know if it tells me. We'll do the
Doesn't
Sun
matter.
Plaza. We'll do the Sun Plaza.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
That makes sense. The sun is out, right?
Surely.
All right, let's go.
In the land of the rising sun.
The land of the rising sun. Okay. Let's see. Okay, segment 1. An F-16 fighter jet flies over the baseball stadium.
Ugh, he wants to be Dijak so bad.
Yeah, no, I want to be Dijak, but in Japan.
I like it.
Kurt Angle and the All-American Outlaws, all of them, including catatonic Linda McMahon in her chair, parachute down and into the ring. So the reason why we did this is not because we want to be Dijak, it's because there's a theme. Okay?
Because of
first,
what?
There's a theme. There's a theme to this.
There's a
It's
theme?
thematic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Themes.
Because we're in Hiroshima, they're flying an F-16 over.
Oh
They just dropped Bob Sapp down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Who was referred to as the WMD last week.
Oh my god.
Bob Sapp, the WMD, sings the national anthem of America. And Kurt, through Sonny Chono, says that he meant it when he declared war on Japan. And the first attack was last week. Misawa was injured in the attack, and he will not be on the show tonight. And nobody would be able to stop the American incursion.
This is the first ever segment Brennan's run that I've actually paid attention to. So.
He's invested, see?
Oh shit, dude. Specs in Space just called him Bomb Sap.
Bombs? Yeah, change his name.
Alright. That's pretty good.
Adam Bomb Sapp.
Good heat.
Nuclear heat, one might say.
Oh my god.
So after saying that nobody will be able to stop them, because
wait,
Misawa
what's this stable's name again?
I guess it's
Outlaws. You said?
Yeah, it's the All American Outlaws, but I might change it because there's more than just the America's Most Wanted now, and it's like a lot of people, but not yet.
Okay.
Nobody is going to come out. It's silent. The crowd is booing, which is very unbecoming of the usually polite Japanese crowd. But the great Muta's music hits. The Japan champion makes his way out and is ready to fight all of the gaijin. All of these baka gaijin.
Wow.
Just before combat actually breaks out and Muta gets his asshole stomped, AJ Styles comes out and goes back to back with Muta.
Let's go.
The Americans are surprised and they bump them out of the ring. And AJ Styles gives a Styles clash to Linda McMahon, who was left in the ring. The crowd goes wild. Yeah, he gives her a face breaker.
The crowd goes wild.
He got it
leads
over.
into our first match. It's going to be AJ Styles and Muta against America's Most Wanted.
Wow.
So that's seg 2. So I guess seg 1 should be, what do you think, 10 minutes?
Yeah, combined it was, yeah.
And then the first match, seg 2, is
AJ and Great Muta versus Chris Harris and James Storm. And
Yeah.
who's up and how long?
we'll give them 12. AJ and Muta are up, but there's tension because these two are rivals. After the match, AJ and Muta, this is a separate
You want to
segment.
steal the show?
Steal the show, yeah.
All right.
After the match, it's a separate segment. AJ and Muta stare down because during the match they were very tense. They were competing with all of their attacks, and they were looking at each other when they were doing their moves. You know that thing?
Yeah.
And they look like they're about to fight, but then they shake hands. That's the segment.
Okay.
Give it like 3 minutes or something.
All right.
Seg 4. Sonny Chono is backstage. He's furious about America's Most Wanted loss. He says that he's going to do something about it because him and Bob should be the American Outlaws' tag team representative.
Okay.
He said, in fact, if they were the tag team of this faction, they would be the champions.
Oh.
Kenta walks by hearing this and says, Sonny Chono, you're a race traitor, and to meet me in the ring.
Wow.
Seg
All right.
5 is Kenta with Marufuji versus Chono with Bomb Sap.
Kenta and Naomichi Marufuji versus Bomb Sap.
It's a singles match. It's Kenta versus Chono, but they're with their quote unquote tag partners.
Okay. Damn.
So, yeah.
The Insane Clown Posse is never gonna get booked.
Put him in the dark.
Alright, how long?
10 minutes.
Who's up?
Chono is over because Bob Sapp causes an interference.
Got it. Noted. Okay.
Seg 6. Women's action.
Yeah, let me guess. Let me fucking guess. Aja Kong versus Manami Toyota.
That's it!
Oh my fucking god.
10 minutes, Aja Kong over. It's a title match, by the way.
Oh, of course it is. You fucking scumbag. How long?
WCW, the premiere in women's wrestling.
How long is this match?
10 minutes.
Of course it is. All right. It's for the women's gym.
We cut backstage. Kemonito is attacking Kane. There's chaos. it's a brawl. Suddenly, the camera pans over to Dijak with his freaking shopping cart, and he drives the shopping cart. Wait, am I still here? Oh, okay. Hold on, my TV
you're
shut
here.
off.
Just to remind you, you renamed Dijak to Nougat.
Yeah, Nougat is in the background, and he drives his shopping cart into Ram Kai Chow, who was just having a Lunchable at the catering table. Chaos ensues. Everybody's fighting everybody, and freaking Inoki comes out, and he's like, "Hey, all 4 of you are going to be in a tag team match next week on Monday Night Raw."
Wow.
Match is made for next week.
Great.
Segment 8.
Uh-huh.
Kurt Angle is backstage with his coalition. Minoru Suzuki appears. He gets up in his grill and says, "If you want to declare war on Japan, consider this my Pearl Harbor." And he punches him in the face, punches him in the forehead, and he busts Kurt open. He's bleeding all over the place. All of the Americans pull him off. There's chaos ensuing. It's like it's spilled over from the previous segment. And Kurt, he's incensed. He says, "You want to fight me? You got it, you crap goblin."
Wow.
Seg 9. LA Park and Chris Park versus the APA for no reason.
All right, hold on. Is Minoru a baby?
I think he is. Yeah.
Right, okay. Even though, just a reminder, before it said that
He's better
he
as
was
a heel, right?
Is it better as a heel? But just
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So 2-on-2, we got Joseph Park versus L.A. Park.
No, Joseph Park and L.A. Park.
Right, against Bradshaw and Ron
Simmons.
Simmons.
For no reason.
For no reason. How long?
Like 8 minutes. Put the Parks over.
Wow, always pounding ass. BTFO.
Yeah, because guess what? Seg 10. Bradshaw heel turn on Farouk. Gives him a clothesline from hell to the back of his head.
Oh shit!
He looks
dude.
over his shoulder and he shakes his head.
Damn. There goes one of your top tag teams.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They need to get a Japanese person in there. Otherwise, you're gonna be too heel gaijin.
Finally, we're gonna get John Bradshaw Layfield, the wrestling god.
God!
All right, let's tease a heel turn. Okay.
Los Parks.
All right, what's next?
After that, Seg 10. Oh wait, no, that was Seg 10. Seg 11, the main event. Kurt Angle versus Minoru Suzuki. 20 minutes. An amazing match, a Perk Angle match. I want him diving off of stuff, doing stunts, going crazy. I want blood.
Steal the show?
Kurt over, yeah, steal the show.
All right, Kurt up.
And despite a tumultuous show, Kurt bleeding, looking insane, surrounded by the All-American Outlaws, his entire family, Linda catatonic in a chair.
Heads up, because they stealing the show, they can't go that long because Suzuki will get gassed. Should I try doing it a normal match and see if they can go longer?
I mean, no. Make them steal the show. I'd rather they steal the show, and then I'll add time to other stuff.
All right. What's the angle at the end?
It's not really an angle. It's just I just want the audience to know that there's this shot of Kurt just bloodied, surrounded by all of these Americans, and he's just gonna salute the camera. 1,000-yard stare, and he's gonna hold it.
While Kiss from a Rose by Seal plays. There used to be a great tower on the sea.
You the light on the dark side of me. 1,000 Island stare.
1,000 Island stare. All right, you need to add 16 minutes.
16 minutes? Okay, throw, it doesn't matter if there's a bad match on the show, right?
No, not really.
Do, get ICP on there.
Okay, we'll do ICP, the Insane Clown Posse. We'll do Violent J. And, what the fuck? Shaggy Too Dope.
Shaggy Too Dope.
We'll do versus, who hasn't been on? You pretty much got everybody on. Milano Collection AT.
And, Jeff Jarrett.
And Jeff Jarrett. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Dun 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 dun.
Dun, dun.
Yes, sir. You got your place, your friend again. Just got your place. All right.
Give them 10, and then
10? Okay.
10.
Oh, everybody's telling me that Violent J is too fat to be in a match of that length. I'll do
all right,
6.
give them 8.
And
yeah,
let's do a 6-minute angle where Milano Collection AT tells Jeff Jarrett that he'll be his friend and teach him how to become a model.
Okay.
Because
like
we need Jeff to turn babyface.
My
world.
Yeah, we need a new tag team since APA broke up.
APA broke up, yeah. Does Milano have good entertainment skills? He doesn't.
He doesn't?
He does.
Oh, okay.
Milano befriends Jarrett. In my situation, my world. Time to leave my mark.
Alone with his waifu tonight.
In my world. Left in the cold, in
In
the
the
dark.
dark.
I know that is not the main event.
That would be sabotage.
That would be so based.
after an amazing match with Kurt and Suzuki, like that awesome shot of Kurt just looking like a psycho staring at the camera, and it's just wee woo wee woo wee.
Would be absurdly based. All right, AOA promo, Moon AJ, stare down, Kenta, awesome. All right, this looks good to me. You ready to see how it does?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go. All American promo gets an 82.
Nice.
Muto coming out with AJ gets a 75.
Okay.
Match 75.
All right.
AJ seemed a little off his game.
Oh, I did it.
Just had an off night. Still a good match.
It's okay.
The stare down got a 70. AJ's still like his matches are great, but in Japan he's not like a huge star.
Yeah, but last time we had a stare down and it got like an 85 for some reason.
I think because it was after their amazing match, so there
Oh.
was like heat for that. Kenta challenging Sonny got an 81.
Hated Dodger, thank you for subscribing.
Sonny Chono versus Kenta got a 77.
Okay.
Pretty good. The women's match got a 69.
Nice.
But only because Aja Kong had an off night.
So it was on par with every other women's match that you guys have had.
Oh, surprisingly, the backstage brawl with Nougat, Sovereign Citizen Kane, Kemonito, and Ram Kai Chow got a 72. Probably because Antonio was in it. Milano Collection AT turning Jeff Babyface got a 65. And here we go. The greatest match of the night. Insane Clown Posse versus Milano Collection AT. 63! I'm actually shocked.
What are the greens?
That's insane.
are the
Violent
greens?
J and Shaggy 2 Dope showed excellent chemistry teaming together.
Yeah. Miracles.
The angle where Suzuki headbutts Angle got a 66. Ass Pounders Anonymous versus the Law Offices of Park and Park got a 64. The Turn got a 50. Mostly just because they're American. Sorry, that's just how Americans do on your show. Your main event got a 73.
That's it?
Yeah. For some reason, Suzuki is kind of underpowered. I don't know. Let me see. Minoru. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's probably because he's just isn't good at working babyface.
Yeah.
Your show got a 76.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Not last. We did it.
That's it. That's the show.
Boring.
Bye, Dijak.
Classic Dijak. Who are we rating?
Let's see. Yeah, I think you need to turn Suzuki as soon as possible. I think he just sucks at being a Chase U? Chase University?
Yeah, is Chase Unit / Chase University?
University. Yep.
In the cold, everybody
In the dark.
spam my world when you get in
My
there.
world. Thanks for joining us, guys. And remember, subscribers can vote on who they thought had the best match on Discord. I'll put up the poll right now.
University.
TNA wins. Thank you, Pretty Vacant.
Shut
Yeah,
up,
ECW.
Marks.
The chat did book the best show this week. Sadly.
They did.
Yeah.
Maybe Damo should quit.
Yeah, and they're probably gonna win the fan vote because they fucking did it.
Yeah.
No, Dijak will win. It was really funny.
Dijax was actually a good show.
Yeah. He just has to get over the fact that, like, just because Vince is wrestling doesn't mean it's going to get a huge rating. Like, he has to wrestle somebody really over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't wrestle anybody.
No. All right, good night.
Good night.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Brennan.